Okay, can you hear me, Mitch?
Yes, I can.
Can you get the mic a little bit closer? I think.
Okay, no problem. How are we doing now?
Oh, sounds good to me, man. How you doing, Mitch?
I am wonderful. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday. Thank you, fight fans, for tuning in to your Friday night special here over at Bull Shooters after a good, Christmas. Did you have a good holiday, sir?
You know what? It was great, man. How about you?
Mine is pretty wonderful. I'm very blessed.
Who are you spending? Who are you spending Christmas with nowadays out here in Arizona?
Me, myself, and I.
Oh, well, that's all right.
No, I take that back. I was with my pool family, out here playing pool,
It
and
is
it's
a
nice.
family.
So it's fun. I'm happy that I'm one of the what black sheep in the family, I guess you could say. All right, so Leandrea won the lag, and a little bit of an update. We had some people contribute. Mr. Jimmy Thompson added $100 to the pot, and Mr. Joseph Nasita added $100. So these ladies are playing for 500 in the middle, and the uh, runner-up gets a 2-hour lesson with yours truly.
That's hey, you take care, my man.
Have a good night, Steve.
Anyways, I was gonna speaking of sponsors, I'll let you get into that in just a second, but it is Cleveland and you that are help sponsoring or promoting this
Yes,
this matchup here. So
yes.
you guys were the
Cle-
initial 300 to get this done.
Cleveland, Baylor, and I. Yes, we are the main sponsor for this event.
And on top of the 2 hour lesson for the runner up, correct?
Correct.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
So
Well,
we remember their hill battle. I personally have seen the growth in their game in the last few months, and I thought it'd be time to saddle up and see this show again.
so before we really dive into it, I was gonna ask you. I know you're kind of partnered up with Cleveland, your new sponsor on the one of Tim's tours.
Mhm.
You're doing a lot for the pool community. Do you want to kind of speak a little bit on what you're doing and what you're offering and what you're promoting here?
So E3 with me is it's going to be an opportunity to educate the masses at a greater stride than I feel has been taken before. You see a lot of people doing online clinics. You see me in all your local pool rooms being a teaching fool. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, I'm in the West Valley. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm in the East Valley, primarily at Main Street. I start off. Sometimes I'll deviate to other pool rooms, but I try to be accessible all the time to anybody in our pool community that wants to grow their pool game. And now I'm going to try and Cleveland and I are putting our best foot forth to expand in that. And so a lot of things to look forward to. The E3 stands for, it's basically broken down as you get, we're going to educate you, help you execute, and the goal is to create excellence.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's what the essential E3, and it just so happens that my initials fall under the me. So it's ironic, but it's easy to remember and nothing too perplexing. But those are our three initiatives. That was a great shot with follow for the breakout.
Sure was. And then also, are you still offering the same deal that you started last year? Has the price
So
changed or
so far, everything is the same. I'm not gonna probably take on too many more students,
okay?
in a sense, because my or our efforts are going to be directed there. And right now, we're still in the market for a little bit of investing, just so we can come up with a private studio, so we're not impugning on any pool room businesses and stepping on their toes.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that way it's a little bit more seclusion for the consumer. And it's, really a great stride to people who are serious about improving their pool games.
Yeah, and I'm not, everybody gives me a hard time back here because I'm always all over you. I'm a big fan, Mitch. But that being said, I was curious. I have a couple friends that invest in your lessons, and I followed up with them a month or two later, and I said, well, how do you like it? How is it going? And I've had nothing but incredible feedback from your lessons. Everybody's
Well, thank you so much.
Especially the engineer minded ones. You really tap into those guys really well, you know. Like
They're quirky like me, but
yeah.
I think I know how to speak their language. It's just in something that I speak very well at.
Oh yeah.
My language in life, I guess you could say, is pool. All right, so we had good execution, a save, good shot with the bridge, good cue ball.
Yeah, that's awesome. I just want to give you a little second to talk about your
No, I greatly appreciate it.
what you're promoting and what you're doing. But that being said, for those that don't know these players, which almost all of you, if not all of you, know, we got Veronica Poore 538 and Leandrea Gaff 536, 2 points difference. They're doing a straight race to 11. It's a sponsored. It's really a sponsored event. It was initially $300 to the winner from Mitch in Cleveland, and because of Joe Nacita and
Jimmy
Jimmy
Thompson.
Thompson, is additional $200, $500 to the winner. 2 hour lesson for second place, and this is 9 ball with 10 ball rules. They have to call everything. I do believe there is a 3 foul, and I think they were talking about racking the 9 on the spot, but decided against it last minute. So that's where we're at. It
Yeah.
is a win by 2, by the way. So if it's 10-10, I'm going to change the scores to, or I'm going to at least change the 11 you see next to their names to 12, and so on and so forth until they actually do win by 2.
Ah, Mr. Sanchez. Good evening, sir. I hope you had a Merry Christmas with the fam and all as well.
So you have the angle to kind of float down and get on this side of the 6, or is it?
So she does, but she has to hit it with a hair right, hit it kind of light. So see how she hit it to like our side of the side
Oh,
pocket. So she could have actually hit it thinner and hit it to the top side of the side pocket, and that would have dictated the cue ball on a better line. And now she's sighting the kick. Gonna kick it with a little bit of speed. This isn't one you necessarily want to kick soft. And the reason you get the speed is this right here. You get a little bit of separation. And,
yeah.
it's getting rewarded for a good hit.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. I always, when I have those kind of one rail kicks like that are kind of flat and you're kicking one rail, I've always, I don't know the right answer, but I've always kicked them with a little pace just to create that separation because, both the cue ball and the object ball are generally headed the same direction. Don't like leaving it hanging, but a little pace can kind of go a long way. At least it has for me.
No, absolutely. So Veronica had called safe. So that means she might not have enough to bank the 6 ball cross side, which she did not. And she got good separation. I don't think the 6 ball goes by the 7, but me personally, I'm shooting it straight back, rolling the cue ball forward for the 7. This
You
shot,
didn't even have to tell me that, Mitch.
no, it falls on a natural line though. So, and again, if you miss, depending on the speed, 6 balls all the way down table, 7 balls down here, cue balls down here. She looks to be playing a carom. What a shot!
Yeah, not bad shape on the 6 either. Are you getting cute with the cue ball here? Or are you taking your distance?
Granted, I
Well,
pay
I mean,
attention to
you're
like the
Mitch Elephant,
table,
but
right? So I'm hitting this ball with a lot of inside
yep.
and coming around.
That's
So
something about, and I've mentioned it a few times. I've played with Leo quite a bit on my teams, and I've known Leo a while. She does generally kind of stay on the vertical axis of the cue ball. She will play inside, she will play outside, but for the most part, sometimes she runs into trouble when she really tries to juice a ball or spin it around the rails. At
yeah,
least from my
that's
experience. Oh yeah,
everybody.
for sure.
Because again, like I
But
was
I
given,
learned on outside,
I had I
which is
had
a horrible habit.
5 people in my class earlier today on this very table,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, um, different builds, different ages, meaning their eyesight, their interpretation. The only thing they all had in common is they were all right-handed. So what a great shot!
Ooh, sure
Good
was.
follow through, and that's what I've recognized when I played Veronica in a bar table event. She should have beat me, and She's really hitting the cue ball a lot better, and she believes in what she's doing. So it kind of speaks volumes. And that's the same thing with Leandrea. It's just, at this point, it's going to see who wants it more at the end.
Yeah, and to me, I mean, you know a lot more about this than I do, but to me, I'd argue from all the females I've seen in Arizona, I would argue that you know Veronica's probably the most fundamentally sound as far as her pre-shot routine, getting over the ball, staying down on the ball, the follow through, and then it seems like Leandre's a little bit more intuitive, kind of uses,
Well, I
kind of just
mean,
made a million balls. What do you think?
it's similar when you say, fundamentally, right?
Yep.
Because their fundamental line is different for all of them because not all of them are built the same. But she is very disciplined and dedicated,
Oh, for sure.
and that's what you're seeing. So that's, and that will speak for itself. Because, like, me, right? If I were to use myself an example, just so I don't feel like I'm throwing anybody else under the bus, I'll throw myself under the bus.
Yeah.
I might have tremendous strides in talent, but then my work ethic will fall off. And if my work ethic is picked back up, then my game speaks for itself.
Ooh, good
What a
shot.
shot! Nice back cut, real simple, committed to the cue ball.
Oh, I'm scorekeeper today, Mitch. You're gonna have
All
to
right,
keep me honest.
no problem.
Not used to this is Tim's job, so I don't. Veronica taking the first game. It's like we say, hardest games are the first and the last.
Well, and they're both still getting comfortable.
Got to play on this table a little bit. Really yesterday and the day before. The newer cloth is actually pretty nice. It's playing a little bit slicker. I noticed this table actually generally wears in pretty quick just because of how many people play on it. But
Oh yeah, morning, noon, and night.
yeah, I think somebody asked me, and they're like, if you put new cloth on my table, is it gonna it's gonna wear in like it does at bullshitters? I'm like, no, not at all. They're playing on
Are
it.
you gonna have ring games daily?
Yeah, you're gonna have 17 people play on it all day long.
Okay. Not a bad snap. 9 ball riding high. Oop, didn't take care of the cue ball. And they said no early nine, so it don't matter if the nine lines up or anything.
Kind of an interesting approach coming at the 9 ball rack from the center of the table there, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it was still off angle, but yeah, hand up on the head string. Um, little food for thought that I tell anybody is you'd want to try and get your palm, the meat of your palm, where most of the meat in your hand is, down on the table, so it's a little bit more stable. At least for the break shot, or anytime you try to move the cue stick in an accelerated manner, because that solidifies like an extra staple of contact, and it helps your hand really not budge as you transition through the ball.
Adds a little stability there outside of like maybe a floating bridge. Yeah, you mentioned that to me one time, and I didn't have the discipline to really work on my break and fix it. And so I took your other advice and said, "Well, if you're not going to work on it, at least put your hand on the rail and break from there." I'm like, "All right, I'll do that." That one's a quicker fix.
Did it help?
Oh, for sure. That's the only way I break now. It's funny. I see, I can pinpoint anybody that's talked or worked with you almost immediately because they all do like the same break. You
Well,
know,
I mean, if it works, it works.
yeah. I found something that was effective for myself, and that matched my lack of work ethic. Used to be better, and then women.
And for those of you who are tuning in from home and haven't taken the time to step foot or recognize online, we got to say tip our hats to the Bates family here at Bull Shooters, as they just added 8 new diamond tables here at Bull Shooters, and they got rid of almost all of the gold crowns. They're
Uh,
down to 2 gold crowns left.
how cool is that? I think Tim mentioned he was like, yeah, I think I talked to the gotta hit a rail. Looks like she got
So
it.
again,
Good
it's
shot.
rewarded for a good hit.
Yeah, Tim was saying he had talked to the Bates family a little bit and said, "You foresee ever transitioning to all diamonds?" And they're like, "No, we don't really have that uh, planned. You have the recreational players that come in. You can kind of steer them to the table that they probably should be at, and then um, No, it was super cool for Mike to come out of pocket and
Yes, Joe, that's correct. It was refelted here within the last week. They had posted it online on Arizona Pool Players, but yes, you're seeing that correctly. The handprints aren't where they rack.
yeah. Someone mentioned I'd never. I mean, I always saw the marks there, but I didn't know what they were. And then somebody was like, "Oh yeah, it's from everyone that puts the magic rack on the table or puts the rack on the table. You notice that's where your palms hit the table." And I'm like, "Oh, that makes sense."
All right at it. One real tough one to kick at, especially with the 7 and the 6 right there. But they are playing three fouls, so this would put Veronica on one.
Yeah, I think if there was a time to do it, be here.
Yeah. Now, what do you do with the one? Do you try and play it up by the 9 and just well it behind the 6? Because me, I would shoot it into the right side of the 3 and play the cue ball to the rail. That way,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
that's a
normal one railers, the math is messed up because you added a variable into play how it changes it. So your line of sight isn't the same.
also like when you're thinking about this, you're always thinking about like the third foul, right? Where you're putting the one ball to hide
Mm-hmm.
them for number three. That's kind of like when you mentioned maybe putting the one by the 9. I'm like, well, if you can get it close enough, that's an easy tuck to make her kick for the third.
Yeah, well,
That
she
was
took
pretty
away a
effective right
lot of
there.
the, but you right-handed pool players can shoot this shot to the bottom rail with spin to carry out. So here you would have to go just to the side of the two ball like she's looking at, which puts you at about a quarter diamond outside the corner pocket, and you'd have to hit it with about 2 tips of right at about 40% of speed, so it opens up, and it's above a little above lagging speed, so you get a rail afterwards. Oh, she's looking at going this way, and Matt
I
saying
think
it was
this is a
left.
little bit more difficult.
Yeah,
You said
because
there was no early 9s?
that's what I thought, but maybe I'm mistaken.
I have seen Veronica in here over the last couple weeks putting the work in, preparing
I
for this.
saw one afternoon as I was giving a pool lesson last week. I paid them a compliment to their dedication and persistence because she was over here on this table and he was over there on the bar table by the windows. What a hit!
Oh,
I jinxed you. Sorry. All right,
and she
she's
is
on
on two.
two.
Yep. All right, where are you going here, Mitch? Are you
Uh,
playing three on the one ball?
yeah, believe it or not, because the 2 and the 7 are tied up. I mean, I would spank the one. I would almost put the cue ball by her chalk and bank it under the one like this. She was really trying to put her into a welding job and put her right in the window. That's a little unfortunate, but still right process, just a little bit better execution.
And it's funny being around you and getting to know you over the last few years. I know you've been around pool for so long that you have some of the best one-liners out there that I've never heard, but you've been hearing them in the pool all for what seems like years.
Well, some I just shoot from the hip, see if it
Oh
sticks.
yeah,
But
yeah.
my Christmas was good. How was yours?
Yeah, it kind of sucks that we're on. I mean, it's bittersweet. YouTube's treated us really well. We used to do the Facebook thing and YouTube thing, but Facebook started deleting our videos after 30 days. So
Oh wow.
we went to the went full throttle on the YouTube route. But the only downside, at least for me, the only downside is you have everybody's username on YouTube. You're not quite sure
Yeah.
exactly who everyone is.
William, the ladies are playing for a $500 purse. Race to 11. You have to win by two. And the runner up gets a 2 hour lesson with yours truly.
Sounds like a win-win to me, dude.
Well, again, these two ladies, they're respectful people. They're not woofing. They're not doing nothing. But Cleveland and I said it was a hill battle, and you might get tired of watching the boys mix it up. So
Yeah,
they're respectful. They try hard. They've been investing in their games so hard. They should get rewarded for it. What a hit! That time she got a rail and ended up safe. Now Leo can go to the bottom rail first with spin. She's calling the deuce. Cue ball's going to run into the left side. Our left. Oh, she's not putting that much right, so it's going to hit the 5 thick. Yeah, that would have been good for a cue ball, but it still leaves the 6-7 tied up. So it's not an easy right, especially because they're playing no early nines. So the 5 and depending on you play the 2 in the corner. Some people would run upwards and shoot the 3 in the side so they can roll forward to the 6 and break it up because the 6 ball will stop the cue ball, and then she would have been able to lay on the 6, push it to the rail, and then the cue ball would rest there for the 4 ball. But now she might opt to play the 3 ball in the corner and draw into it.
she's playing low, and it
Yeah,
looks like
that's what
she's
she's
aiming to that
cued at.
side.
She's cued at.
Does help.
What a
Oh,
hit!
that's a great
What a
shot. I don't
hit!
think she's gonna get a great roll out of it.
But this is what I'm talking about, and I'm not trying to be condescending, mean, or anything. I'm trying to talk from an actual standpoint. She is used to rolling balls, or some people are used to like a bar table stroke where they hit everything a little bit more passive, and she is really improved because she's willing to get aggressive and maneuver that cue ball, and you can kind of see the reward. She's getting more looks, she's making more balls. She's oh, she might have slopped the 4 in. So I
Well,
believe it's an option because they're playing 10 ball rules. Oh, my man with the plan came into the building. Mr. Cleveland Baylor just entered. And if you ladies and gentlemen don't know him, he is one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. He gives me like the 6 out.
I'd argue he is the nicest.
So if you ever get a chance to say hello, please do. That was a good hit and a even better roll. So and please take note that this is oh, no aim in Brayman. Thank you, buddy. It's good to see you. Manny is warming up for the East West tomorrow, so they're on the table to the other side. If that's what you were asking.
Yep, you got. I think you got. Well, you don't. Ray's not here today, but you got Ray Show on the west side. I don't know the east side team, but I know you got Ray Show. Chuck's playing Manny right now. So Chuck, Manny, Johnny Rowe. Who is their fifth? I know Manny replaced Chris Adams because something came up. I think he had a ladder incident or something. Have to get back to you on that fifth.
Oh, thank you, Pat. I hope you do. Good jump shot, good contact.
Haven't seen it yet. Uh
So it seems like she was trying to control the cue ball more, and she sacrificed pocket in the ball.
oh.
And
Yeah.
that's absolutely a thing. Some people will, oh, I'm gonna kill it, and then they like decelerate. Like I've even done it playing like one pocket. Like I almost commit a foul because I don't even lag it to the hole hard enough. Good built bridge over the balls. Good acceleration. Yeah, you can tell she's improved a lot. Just everything that she does is done with a little bit more clarity than before. So it's good to see.
Yeah, I did. I think. Yeah, I think I played her once or twice prior, but
Shot.
wow, that was a good shot. And on a decent side of the six, if she I won't ask you what you would do here because your guns blazing, but you know,
I might pocket it like it owes me money. Pop it in there at a little bit of speed.
you getting above the 7 here, or are you staying
Yeah.
on the same side like she did there?
No, I would have gone above. That way I can hit the cue ball a little bit closer to roll. Because again, the table's sliding a little bit, so I would have hit it flat with center so it stops the low from like overcutting it, like spinning it long. So I would have hit it flat, punched it like half a tip below center, and done like a stun run shot. So what a shot with spin.
Oh,
Getting a little cute with the side pocket, saying hello to all of it.
I'll tell you what, Mitch, this table's playing. I mean, it's night and day difference from when we had the warning cloth to now. I mean, you're seeing people hit 2 diamonds up and still finding the hole in these 4 1/8 inch pockets.
So that one she hit with a little bit more pace. She's starting to feel it. She knows she hit it good. She evaluated as she walked by, made sure she had shape on the 8. And these are things that I tell everybody to pay attention to because your cue ball, folks, is part of the shot. So if you got to where you wanted to be or didn't, hold yourself accountable and take note of that. So she amped up, hit that one a little firm.
Yeah, this is
So you're going to slow roll this with top to hair left. So think about it. If it's a half a ball hit, right? The cue
yep.
ball hits half. Cue ball's not touching half. They both go equal distance. So if you're hitting the 8 ball hard enough to go a diamond past the side pocket, like if the table extended that far, the math on it, the cue ball is technically going to bounce and go a foot off the rail.
Uh-oh, she's looking at the bank here. She doesn't like the distance on the slow roll.
Oh,
He's a pretty good banker, but I think you take your medicine on this one, and well, unless you can hit him like that,
you
right?
answered your first response. She's a pretty good banker. So
Oh,
she
yeah.
went with her strength. Can't fault her for that. Now this one you got to be delicate. I think you can cut it in that corner she just walked by with straight top. You want to hit it as simple, no left, no right, no unwanted residue of variables to, you know, make there be an unfortunate consequence to the cue ball.
So I'm a little bit curious with you, Mitch. So like when I learned the game and I when I first learned outside and inside and all that, and I learned like it's a really bad habit of mine, and I've just recently over the last year or two started to get over it. But like as soon as I learned outside, I really started throwing the ball in a lot more versus like actually cutting it with maybe straight bottom or straight top. But I
Oh wow, she
almost
went for the cut off the
oh, that
left
one's
hand.
gonna cost her. But did you ever go through that phase that I know a lot of us have where we throw balls in a lot because we're more comfortable pocketing balls like that, and then you had to like train yourself to play more center ball, or
Well,
did you learn the right way?
well, no, I never learned anything correct. The reason why I was so aggressive and I'm so good at kicking or jumping is because I didn't know how to get shape. So
That's a very honest
I'm
answer, Mitch.
used to get myself out of the doghouse right after I put myself there. Um, but to answer that, I think a little bit more appropriately, like the way I describe playing on that diamond table is like playing a controlled game of pinball. You know, the cue ball is very lively, like
Yeah.
Rodney Morris, Dennis Hatch, that era of pool where they were playing damn good and world class in the 90s. They would hit everything a little bit firmer and punch run shots. They would go half a tip above center and hit them between 50 and 70% and run that cue ball around the table. Where now everybody hits everything soft with a little spin and finesse, and
I was about to say it's much
it's a
more
different
finesse game.
dynamic. Yeah. Everybody hits everything a little bit more angelic, so to speak. So it's good when you have a little bit of diversification in your pool game, where you work on the spectrum of things.
And I'm not super. I mean, I've only been in the game maybe 8 or 9 years. So I'm not super literate when it comes to stuff like this, but like in your era when you're really coming up and you're really starting to become Mitch Ellerman, did like I guess it's a two-part question. A, when diamonds became popular and about, what was your initial opinion and what's your opinion now? And then B, was that the time range when you got into pool, or
My
were
initial,
diamonds already a thing? Like,
no, when I started playing pool, well, diamonds were becoming a thing.
okay,
And I was like, holy crap, well, look at my stroke. Oh my God. And then,
right,
like, the same thing, like, 10 years later, Revo came out and I said the same stuff. But it was like, oh my goodness, just such a difference because of, again, you got to remember, I didn't travel out of state a lot either. So I was very sheltered, when I was hitting more of my peak rotation and my ability, to where now I'm a little bit more well rounded because I have traveled and I got a lot of experience. That was an unfortunate. She thought she could squeeze through there, gave up all in hand to V. I see V possibly going for a three foul here. Pocket the one and then a safe on the deuce. That's what she's already surveying. All right, we'll see if I'm right or wrong. But yeah, so like on a bar table, yeah,
John Sanchez catches
that's
strays
that's
over
her
here. I didn't
gray
mean to
hair
worry.
under.
You know where I was coming from, right?
But yeah, it's a different dynamic because I'll tell you the one place I was there last weekend while they had karaoke going. It's Marcel's. It's a little sports bar on 32nd Street, Union Hill. Still there. The guy that owned it for the last 30 years, Jaime Pena. He retired and sold it, and I stopped by there for a little bit of a nostalgia feeling. My older brother Tanner and I would go there on the weekends because our parents were separated, so Dad had us on the weekends, and we'd go for cheeseburgers, pool, and karaoke. And I was doing a little bit more of the pool while my brother was kicking my teeth in. And then we'd put 50 cents up on the table, and we'd have the table all night, and that's where I got
That's awesome.
really efficient on a valley bar table. I'm talking big mud ball,
Oh
uh,
yeah,
the what
heavy.
is it? The dynamo ball. There's the uh, Valley Cat that was on the cue ball. Like I played with all of them, and it was very intriguing to say the least. At that age, I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, I can't do this. Oh my God, I can't draw my rock. Like, you know, looks like you're playing with a bowling ball.
Oh yeah, it's so heavy. It's so much heavier than the object balls. You can't. It's like you need one heck of a draw stroke.
But it was cool in that sense because it taught me a lot, and I was just oblivious to what I had learned. Really,
Yeah.
now that I pay so much more attention to all the details. What a ooh! She hit that ball good too.
Man, it looked pretty tight. She might have been impeded by that other ball there. I'm not sure. Well, I guess that.
And real quick, I just want to take a quick second to say thank you to all of you who tuned in. I see we got 49 viewers, but what you don't see is there's about that many people here watching this match right now too.
Oh, it's
So for
awesome.
those of you who aren't here, I wish we could do a little pan around the room, but we got about 16 people directly in front of us and about another 16 people to the side of us and about 8 on the left. So, it's nice to see in this pool community that so many people are willing to support others. So take that time to say thank you, recognize you guys.
No, it's so cool. Arizona's got to be one of the best amateur pool scenes in the country, man. I mean, it's, thanks to Tim and other tournament directors and pool halls like Bull Shooters and Dozers and Main Street and whatever else. But
What a
I haven't
that was
traveled a,
unfortunate.
I haven't traveled a whole lot, but anytime I go anywhere, everyone's like, "Oh, I visited Arizona. You guys have the best pool scene out there."
Well, I mean, uh, I've been coming to this joint since I was 9 years old. And that is unfortunately no exaggeration. So I'm 39 now. And when I say I've earned every one of these gray hairs I
I
have,
said your era earlier, and I'm like, "You're 8 years older than me."
yeah.
That's my
No,
bad.
but the funny part is I remember walking through the front door, and you know that short little half wall separating the bar tables, right?
Yeah.
So I'm standing that way. My dad's in the middle, and then my older brother's on the left of us. And Tanner's got like 3.5 years on me. The first words I look up to my dad when this place was still named Six Shooters, I said, "When we moving in?" And now here I am. I live like a half a mile from the joint, still coming here, still loving pool. And, it's really nice to come, full circle and try and help other people grow their game just because I might understand it to a greater degree and play at it at a little higher level. So I'm happy that I can reciprocate.
Was there a moment? Oh
I
man, look at
got
this shot here. A little bump on the 6. Great on the
And
5.
it'd be nice to see her close this rack out because
Yeah.
it would help her confidence.
Yeah, I was about to say it would do a number for her confidence. She had a relatively straightforward 3-ball run earlier and couldn't convert. I think it's kind of I've seen her play a lot. I think it's just a little bit of nerves getting started. Like you mentioned, there's a lot of people watching. There's a few viewers here, and yeah, this might be a pretty tight match if Leo can get going here.
Well, like you said earlier, the Fargos are 2 points apart. At this point, it's just whoever gets comfortable. And
That's the second ball that she was trying to hold that she ended up hitting 2 full. But I was going to ask you earlier, was there a moment that you knew you could compete with the big dogs and you were Mitch Ellerman? Was there somebody you beat or a tournament, or was it like you just had success in bars and pool halls?
here's what I told somebody this a very long time ago, and I'm not going to mention his name, but he reminded me of it recently, and I just kind of chuckled because I still feel the same way, but I know how many people twist, or I don't ever want to have to be the person to sit there and sell myself. I don't want to have to say, "Oh yeah, I'm playing so good," or "I'm such a great player," because point blank, if my game doesn't do that itself, then maybe I need to practice a little bit more. Nice
Yeah.
shot, B. Nice shot. It's all right. So here you can hit this ball low, cut it in the side, let the cue ball run into the 9, but at that point it's still speed. If you want to avoid the 9, you stroke it just a little bit more. See, she's hitting it with a center ball hit. She's going to touch the 9. Get a little bump shapity. And she could have hit it with a little more pace, or she could have drew it off the line and touched the short rail and come up.
Yeah, I almost don't even mind being in the middle of the table there. I mean, without hitting
Yeah,
the 9
drawing
at
the low
all.
outside.
Yeah.
Well, and that's a comfort thing. I'm also judging it from like looking over here, being like, "Oh, is she behind it, above it?"
Yeah.
She's looking to back cut this beast with the bridge.
Whew.
Oh, she's banking.
Going with the safety option, and we've already seen Leo bank one.
We know how tight this
Well, I guess
table's gonna play too. So
yeah, she could cut it if she wants.
it's a little thin. She's probably gonna bank it because she wants to let her stroke out.
Oh yeah.
And that always plays a big factor, your speed. Because if you hit a ball soft, that really numbs your arm. Your arm feels better awake going through the ball.
Oh,
She
she's
got
gonna get a little
fortunate.
roll.
She got fortunate, but Veronica twisted one of these in earlier. It was a little bit easier, but that doesn't mean she can't get up there and swing at it again. So I think, you know, that's what I like to call jockeying for position, meaning who can get comfortable first and keep executing.
She look like she's cutting this with outside.
No, it's safe.
Okay.
But she did a half ball hit with a little bit of outside. So Leandrea is probably going to take the same shot.
Well, viewership's gone up a little bit from the start, so I mean, you guys can't read. No, I'm just kidding. No, but if you guys are just tuning in, this is Leandrea Gaff, 536, Veronica Poore, 538, and it's race to 11, win by 2. They're playing 9-ball with 10-ball rules. You have to call everything, slop in a ball. It is an option, and according to Mitch here, they are not playing early 9s. She didn't leave her the easiest shot.
When I saw her practicing this past week, this is one of the shots she shot a lot. So I'm not trying to commentate or curse, but I think she's cutting it in right by you.
Sounds like you already did, man. This rack is already a lock for Leo at this point. It's just a formality that she's got to stroke this night.
Folks, I'm just going to be here to put the fun in dysfunctional tonight. All right. Sorry to bore you.
Tell you what, the screen has seen better days, Mitch. Throwing it under the table. It's got scuffed up, scratched, marked. I'm a monitor watcher now. I don't even know there's a game going on.
She got fortunate on the lead.
Yeah, sure did.
Well, if I were to shoot it, I'm hitting it low left, four railing it right in the kitchen sink. I mean,
There
I'm
you go.
just talking out of my arse. Sorry, guys.
So shots like that, and I've never been able to calibrate this in my mind, but you get shots like that. Are you like so? Obviously, a lot of pros miss pro side on shots like that, but however, a shot like how do you weigh?
Shooting the shot four rails from here is a two-way shot for me because my cue ball goes 3 to 4 rails up to right where it's at now, and if I
Yeah,
miss it, it lays similar because of how the table plays short when I shoot it.
yeah, but it kind of ties in
So
and
I
up.
shoot it as a two-way.
Yeah, but it kind of ties into the shot that I was really referencing the shot that Veronica shot. Like, at what point, like, are you aiming to the outside of the pocket, the one that she shot, or are you just dead center nuts and
No,
you
you want to
favor
get
the
in the
outside?
habit of thinking about missing it. So you
Yeah,
always want to shoot to make it center of the heart. Now, when you get nervous, you might put a hair of spin and
yeah,
then you overcut it, and it looks like, oh my God, that was Picasso.
yeah.
But really, it was probably not so. It's
Nah,
kicking
she's
this
kicking.
beast in.
This is. Oh my
Oh,
goodness, she
strike
almost did
was.
it,
Oh,
and
look at
she's
the cue
gonna
ball.
leave Veronica tough too. I think. Nope, didn't get enough out of it. I thought I was coming to the
It,
below the
it
spot here.
honestly, it looked like it. So we'll see. B close this out.
Not a gimme, but Veronica's favorite to make this one. We are playing on the 9 foot pit table here, 4 1/8 inch pockets, but Veronica does have new cloth on her side. She can use that rail a little bit if
Good
she has
touch.
to. Yep,
Good
good
touch.
shot. Nice confidence stroke. After getting that first game, it really seems like that back arm's loosened up a little bit. Pro now, man.
Look at you. He's got you all trained up
Oh
and
yeah.
everything. So who are some of the other sponsors? We got John Sanchez at Ball Tech Air Conditioning. We got Mike Wynn, right?
Yes. Sometimes they'll give them. Sometimes they'll give them some. I don't know that they're sponsors for this particular match, obviously, but
No,
they
but
they
we
are
like
on
showing
tour, and
love.
he gives them a
We
little
like showing
free
love.
publicity. Tiki Plumbing, that's Jesse Guerrero. He's
Yeah,
took over his plumbing company. Tony's Mobile Tire. That's Tony Sanchez. He come out to you, fix your tires, do whatever. I've heard nothing but good things about him as well, man. I don't know if you've had any work with him. I know
no, I haven't.
Tim's worked with him.
I've reached out to him and had nothing but a pleasant exchange. So it's nice to know.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, he obviously the regulars. You got Qualtech, John Sanchez. He does everything for the pool community. He does so much. He sponsors us. Can't leave out his son Philip Sanchez. He's done a lot.
Absolutely.
And then Mike Wynn of Realty One. Gosh, he's been
Ooh,
incredible.
he's flustered. So we got to see how quickly she comes back from it. And in the background, you might see a diamond table getting wheeled through by Mr. Turner.
Nice.
They're topping off the final row to the left of the pit tables. So feel free to come down, start a ring game, flip it and double it in that kind of spirit.
Yeah, right. It's gonna feel kind of weird playing on the 9 footers back on the backs. I haven't played the first time I came into bullshooters. I played on those Brunswicks, and I haven't played since, and that was 8 years ago. So it's gonna be weird playing on diamonds over there. At least playing, I'm sure I'll play a tournament over there where I'll get locked up in the corner and play on a diamond. That feels different.
Good shot. Good safe.
Yeah, I hit the 4 ball just right that I really impedes all of the 2 ball, I think, unless she can see a sliver, but I don't. No, she can't see a sliver. Leo can jump. I only mention that because it's just an edge of a ball here. Leo can jump. She just doesn't really do it unless she has to.
I think
Oh yeah, right. She will. She will. Okay, sorry. I'm watching the diamonds get delivered over here. It's interesting, but um, her go-to is the kick. But if the kick is real tough and there's a jump there, she will resort to it.
gonna let her hand shoe do the talking.
Oh, is that a hand shoe?
Yes, sir. I believe both ladies use one. She says, "Screw it, I'm gonna dart it."
I mention this all the time. Every time I see Leo, she's always wearing a dog shirt in a tournament. I don't know if that's just the entire wardrobe or that's a tournament superstition thing, but
What a shot!
yeah, sure was. But I have a feeling that that's just the entire wardrobe is the dog love.
Can't be mad.
Oh no.
What a what a shot! Ooh, two ball leap out. See if Leandrea will capitalize. It's a long distance shot. Got to maneuver the cue ball a little bit. Um, I think I would shoot this ball probably at about 3 o'clock at middle right, so it floats forward. But there's so much spin it comes up between the nine. A lot of people like spinning around the nine. I do not. But she's like, "Shut up, Mitch. Keep in that booth right there."
I think getting that first game for Leo would be a huge you mentioned confidence a few times, but getting that first win, it's just kind of a I know how it works for me, but it's just a huge confidence booster. It's a huge like elephant off your chest, I guess.
I was chuckling because I was remembering what my backer used to say. He's like, "Yeah, man, we can bet more later. It takes you a while to get warmed up. So if we bet 5,000, don't worry, we can bet 10."
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks for so much confidence. Yeah, how much was table time tonight? I don't know, about 7,200.
Yeah, right.
All right, so I think she can go between the 9-5 and hit the left edge of the three, and probably return serve.
52, yeah.
What a
Oh, look at the speed
I gotta
control there.
start taking notes. I don't
Yeah,
play safe.
no
Oh,
kidding, man. Look at that shot. She could only see some of that three, I believe, and she made the best of it.
yeah.
So when you work with someone, Mitch, I know I always interrogate you back here,
No, you're good.
but when you work with someone, what's the first thing? So like when you get with someone, are you generally kind of like everybody's has different things to work on and has a different skill set and has different talent or a different thing that they want to polish up on. So when you first start working with someone, wow,
What a
well that's gonna be an option because we're playing 10 ball rules. Um, but like, do you look at somebody and like you say, hey, I want to see you play a few recs and then we'll figure out what exactly it is, or do you let them have input? Is it something that you just notice immediately when you're just kind of working with them, or do do you always start from the same spot? I guess is where I'm at. What I'm
so
asking.
hear me out, right?
Yep.
You're an established player, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would break you down and then build you back up. Well, how do you break me down? Well, we address your fundamentals
Yep.
first.
Yep.
And well, what do you mean? My fundamentals. So think about this. Every single way you walk or pull the trigger around that table, let's call it like I'm teaching you how to walk all over again. You're like,
Yep.
well, I've been walking all my life. Yes, my point exactly. So how much data do you have collected in your head to where you're like, oh, now there's some people that absolutely do not mind the contribution and are easy to coach. Then there are other people who go, oh, well, I've done it this way all my life. Well, okay, if you've done it that way, why are you seeking me for help?
Right.
And I'm not trying to be derogatory or condescending,
You ever turn people down and be
but
like, listen, dude, we're not getting anywhere if that's your mentality.
but I will actually tell someone no, not because I can't help them, but because of how long and I know how much invested I'm going to have to be in order to get them
Yep.
to go somewhere. And it's not to say that I can't teach them, because I am patient, but a little bit is, here's the hardest lesson I ever had to learn, and this was back when I was in high school. Now, yeah, I got my old diploma and everything, but my freshman and sophomore year, my favorite math teacher, Miss Walker, her birthday's October 4th, and she's probably 76 now.
It's incredible you remember this. That's funny.
She failed me both times because she's like, "Oh, I know who you are. I taught your older brother." I was like, "Oh, great." So I was like, Tanner already got, but it, so
Yep.
here's what I learned. I showed up, I had her second hour
Yep.
or first hour every day, and then it was either choir or PE. But my point being is that at first or second hour after I had been at the pool room all night the night before, you think I was a very good student?
Ugh.
So she was very wild and animated,
Yep.
similar to my teaching style when I teach pool. Now, the only reason I get animated is it because it helps with a higher bit of retention. If I say something in a wittingly or even mildly obnoxious way, I don't mean it to be mean or obnoxious. I
Yep.
say it so you can, oh, yeah, he said that. Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah.
funny, but I
Memorable.
remember.
Yeah.
So that's what I had taken from Miss Walker. Now you go to Miss Colt, my junior year, I never had homework.
Yep.
She was a little bit more slow, docile, and to the point, to where my execution, I never had homework.
Yeah.
So that's what I had learned a lot about me as a student, right?
Okay.
And that's similar to like the app that I'm creating with that Cleveland and I are putting together. Is that, raise your hand if you've had a pool lesson from someone and been like, "Man, I spent a couple. I didn't learn squat, or I can't do what
Yeah.
they were talking about." So now, look at it this way. Say you subscribe to it, right?
Yep.
So for $9.99, it's like you bought a video audio book. You get video and audio done with everything. And
Yep.
now you have a professional in your pocket sitting there telling you what to do. So it's like you bought a book off of Amazon for,
Oh.
$7, and now the author is going to tell you about every page.
Yep.
So that's my our goal and what we're trying to achieve with the E3 with me. So to
Oh,
speak.
that's awesome. Last shot by Leo there is the epitome of the definitely. It's what when I was talking about new cloth, people ask, "What's the difference?" And how do the pockets play bigger? And that is the epitome. Like, nice little draw shot right there.
Better.
Yeah, this will get her on the board. But that was the epitome of new cloth versus old cloth. That ball did not have a chance of going down with older cloth.
All right.
There it is.
All
Got
right.
herself on the board. We got a ball game. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there,
No,
Mitch.
you're
That's
good. But
makes
that's the best way I could explain it, right?
yeah.
And then, we're going to go to a couple further links once we get the studio up and running. So it's like, the 5 people that were here earlier, I could sit there and be able to record the session and then, email it to them. And then they're like, "What do you say?" Oh, they can just go to their email and bring it up and be like, "Oh, that's awesome."
Yeah.
So those are some of the goals that we have. I can't disclose everything, but that's some of the things that you have to look forward to. And that's, again, once we're exposed, think about nationals in February, right? How many times do you go and watch a pro and be like, "Man, I'd love to have like 5 or 10 minutes."
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying I'm a pro that everyone knows, but I will say that I've gone from being a professional to the working Joe, back to playing professionally, back to working. So it's like I will be able to be uh touch base with, the general public, the consumer, right?
Yep.
I've gone from working and then playing world class and back to working. So, I'm very fortunate in the sense to where I have a lot of good support, a lot of good people around me that, keep me in a positive light, and hopefully, knock on wood, a little bit of time, and we'll be able to provide a great service for you. Yeah, it's just,
Oh yeah, you got an army behind you, Mitch.
well, I appreciate it.
and nothing but good feedback, which is awesome. Because I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus, but of the few pros that I know, or the few pros that have either given lessons or do whatever else, uh, it's not rare, but to have nothing but good feedback and likability and your
I
quirky
appreciate it.
one-liners. Good God.
Well, I'm glad that I'm my own HR department too, because I've probably been fired a while.
I know. No kidding, right?
But again, thank you all for tuning in this evening. We know it's a Friday night after a holiday. You're tuning in, so it's greatly appreciated.
I expect a tight match here. It's looked a little lopsided. Veronica kind of came out. Yeah, it's 4 games, but Veronica kind of looks like it. Like so far, it's looked like it's been all Veronica thus far. But you know, decent little 3 ball out there from Leandrea, and I think she'll be able to find herself right back in it. Get over that first game hump.
And that's why she decided to draw the 8. She's just getting a little comfortable. Overcooked the 3 ball.
So I guess this is another kind of question with a few different layers to it, but they've been struggling to make a ball on the break in 9 ball, and the 1 ball's on the spot in 9 ball in the corner. And I generally, with the template racks, I generally haven't had a ton of trouble. But can you answer, at least for myself, why? Like, it's like sometimes I'll rack it a little above the spot for the people that pound the one in or whatever. But can you answer for me when I start to struggle a little bit, when I put a touch of draw on the cue ball, or maybe I even draw it a little bit more than that, the wing ball's going in 100% of the time, every single time. If I'm playing that kind of punch stun shot, every once in a while I'm getting that wing ball to rattle. Is it the draw, or is it kind of the placebo of me saying, if I play a little draw,
it's a little bit of it.
Yeah,
Because and so again, like when I was coming up, I would work on my game in sections. What a shot, Leo.
get off of it.
She hit that ball with low outside, drug it back. It's just her interpretation of her speed. That's it. But yeah, so I would get to a place I grew up at that's not even around anymore, River City, and I'd have my backpack with my school stuff in it, and I'd break out my spiral notebook with a couple sheets of paper, and I'd do a break sample of 100 breaks, and I would grade it, and then I'd go put together my playing cue. Good touch, little firm, leaked out, so Veronica's going to be able to capitalize. Whether she decides to cut it, but I think she's going to play it to the top rail and use the 6 as a blocker. Yeah, I would work on jumping separately, breaking separately, and then I'd slowly just put it all together so I could do a lot of reps.
Yep.
But that way, in a game, that's the same reason why it's important to do drills instead of game. When you're playing a game, there's this thing called ego. I don't know if you've met it.
All right, no, never. I'm the best there is, the best there ever will be. I don't care.
So, and it's not, it's just the competitiveness, right?
Yep.
So you want to sit there and keep making balls. So then what happens is people will do what I call is their body will have Tourette's. It'll be like, get the heck over there. They'll subconsciously break their form to deliver the stroke what they think is better, but really it's hindering them fundamentally. So it's like, if I go to the gym with my buddy Jimmy over here, he's night and day, hands down, stronger. I do cheeseburger curls. He over there turn wrenches, moving people, breaking jaws, and so it's just a different choice of selection there. But he's going to make sure that if he's curling a weight at 60, 70 pounds, when I pick up the quarters, that I sit there and I have good range of motion and I don't hurt myself on the exercise. The same way I work with someone's fundamentals and their pre-shot routine, so their timing is good.
Yeah.
So that way they don't have to swing it hard; they have to follow through. Because, look at both of these ladies, right? Their physical mass, do they weigh more than 6 ounces? Because that's all the cue ball weighs. So how hard do you really have to swing something to move 6 ounces? I mean, the pool cue is already minimum 18 ounces.
Yep.
So you got 3 times the mass right there. Now you need to balance that. And I'll give you the same spiel that I give students. It's like a 6 finger. It's a prosthetic built to hit a pool ball. So you got to learn to move that sucker
Okay.
accurately. And whether it be swinging a baseball bat, a golf club, tennis racket, they need good leg work so they can swing their hands appropriately. So that's why, when I'm getting the best in the world to pound on me and I'm sitting there going, all right, while they're, shooting my brains in, what do they do better than me? Oh, I do that. I do that. Oh, they don't miss. Okay, I get it.
That's fair.
So maybe it's the 6 inches between the ears. But, at that point, it's like it, imitation is not the form of flattery. In that sense, it's they're setting the bar, If you can't beat them, join them. And that's what I've learned over the years. And the really, really successful ones, especially of lately, they have so much continuity in between their game. Ooh, she missed that ball correctly. I
Yeah,
think Veronica's going to have to go 2 rails. I think the 9 ball's hindering the 1 rail access to it going in between the 6 and the 9.
yeah, I think so too. Completely hooked on the one railer. What do you think about it? I kind of think it's interesting. I don't mind. What do you think about the 10 ball rules on the 9 ball thing? I mean, how often does it really come into play in swing matches?
I don't know. I think that's what keeps kind of the spontaneity and the fun in it is being able to go, oh,
Yeah,
crap the ball in.
yeah,
And that's kind of the funness of it. But I
yeah.
don't know. To each his own. Oh, she kicked, made a good hit.
Yeah.
Leandrea straight in.
Leo's got a good look here.
Now this one is all vertical access, so you have to hit just below center, but enough speed to where all the energy goes into the object ball.
Were you always a physics guy,
No, no,
or
no.
did it? Is it a pool thing now?
I had like a aha moment when I was teaching years back, and I've just kind of expelled on it, so to speak.
Doesn't surprise me. I don't know why it doesn't surprise me, but it doesn't surprise me. I think I asked you this one time. And I'm just curious because I
Nice shot, good speed.
I guess it was more with golf. I had a few people growing up. I was better at golf, but I was more naturally better at golf. So I wasn't ever a great teacher. But did you learn like I guess the best question is what's the biggest thing you've I know you've definitely learned some things teaching other people. What's the biggest thing you've learned teaching people how to play pool or at
That
least improve?
not everybody is the same. I've learned there are so many
Hey,
variables
brother,
that
take care, my man.
go into why someone can miss or make a shot.
Mm-hmm.
So like let's play a little game of what if, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like right now there's so many spots. There's only like 2 or 3 spots. You can hit the 7 to make it on the left side of the pocket, center, or the right side of the pocket. So there's 3 little infinitesimal contact points. She decided
You
to
say that word
swing it
again?
fast. Infinitesimal contact.
Infinitesimal, like that.
So they're very very small. And the analogies that I use in teaching, not exactly microphone friendly, so I'm trying to make sure I don't get kicked out of this. But it's they're so small that if you sit there and you look at it, right, then they all kind of just become one. Or you think the thickness of the ball and things like that. Ooh.
Oh,
So she's going to leave Veronica kind of an easy out. Just touch this ball. So here's like an example, right? So the cue ball to the 7 ball is roughly about a 60-40 hit. 40% of the cue ball and the 60% that's left over of the cue ball is going to touch the rail and come up for the 8. So she overcooked it.
yeah.
Whereas if she would have hit that to just roll the 7 in the pocket, her cue ball would be straight in on the 8. It would have went, 2 feet less. But I still like her to cut this ball in and let the cue ball loose, which would get her natural shape on the 9.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What, 3 rails out to the center?
Well, and see how she swung it? She's really committing to just swinging. All right.
Well,
Leandrea capitalize. It looks like she's kind of straight, or maybe even a cut to the right. So you got to manipulate the cue ball.
Yeah, I kind of half expect these girls to kind of clean it up. They're still getting comfortable. I expect them to half clean it up a little bit as the match progresses a little bit. We haven't seen
This
those
is
3 or 4 ball outs that we're used
this
to
is the
seeing.
type of shot where if I bet you were shooting it, you would just slow roll it forward. You wouldn't
I
draw it
could,
back,
yeah, if it's straight in.
and you'd shoot it all the way down this.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, she's gonna.
I don't hate that. I
No,
would draw
no,
it back
that's
maybe 6 more inches.
no. You did that. I like that shot a lot better. Now you just go side to side. You let your stroke out, build up your confidence, and commit to the 9. Oh, and she overcut it. She added a hair left, just kind of threw it off the line.
Oh, that one's gonna hurt. I don't mean to be that guy, Mitch, but I'm gonna mark it up. Quattro. Oh,
Give him a mouse. He turns into Mr. Clicky.
just gonna pretend like there's a delay on your screen, and
Yeah.
I already saw it go in. Well, another little gift there for Veronica. They kind of went back and forth on those last 4 balls, so they both had an opportunity. 5 games played so far, Mitch. What have you seen from both of them? What's your observations? What do you think of these players right now?
So I work with Leo a little bit already because we're on the same team for the Arizona against Nevada.
Okay.
A lot of it is like the cleanliness they're doing things in. See, like Veronica, she's breaking same spot. She still hasn't made the wing ball so she should switch it up. The 1 ball's tied up, so I feel like there might be a start of a 3 foul here.
No, she's practiced enough, so I'm kind of, yeah. Leo can absolutely tuck her here, but I don't remember where I was going with that. I was looking at the best place to play safe, and I lost my train of thought.
Just a lot of separation. Keep that cue ball by the 5.
Yep. Yeah, looks like it's almost tucked on that 5.
That's a great shot. And she's a little flustered. You can see it in her face, her body language. And that would be like some of the things where, it's like you're a fighter. How do you think them guys back in the day when, prime time Mike Tyson is in the ring? Now, mind you, say you're Mike Tyson and I'm the other guy. You're a 4-1 favorite, but I can still knock people out. So imagine how them other guys felt just sitting there being like, oh no, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Like, what's the thought process there? Because you're still like a bad man pajama, but it's like, ooh, I picked the wrong mountain to climb tonight.
Oh, Veronica's gonna jack up on this rail.
Oh, she
try to jump it over the 7. Little jack up, little pop it on the rail over the 7 ball. Try to
what a
maybe not.
The fact that she thought of it, man, that says a lot.
Yeah, and it's also a testament to what Leo did there too, because Leo didn't leave it easy. She was forced her to kind of come with a trick shot.
Putting the cue ball underneath the 1 this way, cutting the 1 towards the side rail, playing the cue ball right back up under the 7-5.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, same shot.
I like it. Clearly, Leo's looking to play 3 foul on a different ball here, but
she's gonna leave it for the 5 ball.
Yeah, so I don't think that 5 and 5 might go, but I mean 5 to the 6. Even if it does go, it ain't worth it. She said the 4 ball moved, but Veronica said you're good. I'm just glad I didn't hear that joke. Go ahead and move it wherever you want it. Like, oh my god, dude. That's what I like about you, Mitch. I get the one-liners that I've never really heard before, because not to use the overused
Yeah.
things that you hear every day, but like the jokes that you hear in like the
I
dive bars.
I heard a
Go
lot
ahead.
of them,
Yeah.
and for me to lose and
Oh
all
yeah.
that. I'm like, all right, man, no problem.
Yeah, that's what I learned about pool, man. They always go for the females, and they always root for the better player's downfall.
Oh yeah, I used to be the underdog. Now I'm like, oh,
Yeah. What happened? That must be hard for you too, because everyone just expects you to win versus like, and then sometimes you come out with a great out and like everyone's like, oh, well, I just expected that. You really don't get props on all the years of work
you know
that you.
what? I just kind of smile and be like, that one's for me.
Mhm.
I don't need anybody to tell that one's for me.
Yeah, why not?
Because at the end of the day, as much time as I spend in a pool room, even when I'm not playing, that's a testament to how much I love it. Because I like helping people. And again, right? Like if you sit there and look back the time I grew up, the 90s, right? Mr. Young Buck.
Hey, go ahead.
So some of the greatest athletes you got, Tiger Woods had a
Hmm.
great coach. The Williams sisters had a great coach. Michael, Kobe, Shaq, they all had Phil Jackson. So I mean, there's a lot to be said about
Nice shot.
why you should invest in getting a coach to some degree. Now, a lot of you may not have the financial means to be able to do so, but with the E3 with me and the experience we're going to bring you at your fingertips, that's the goal. Oh,
A
level
little
up off
flip
the
off the
eight.
eight.
Fortunately,
Oh,
gives Veronica position, so she's going to make the five as long as she doesn't overhit it because of the distance. So I'm aiming thick at the five ball with a little bit of right to kind of kill the cue ball. Some people might go rail first. I don't like that because of how the five's sitting.
yeah. You know what's
She
nice?
just hit it with center ball, gonna good speed.
You
But
know
you
what's
straight in.
what's nice is this table is always leaned towards the bar a little bit. Maybe it still does a little bit, but I think when they reclothed it, I think or refelted it, I guess think they made some adjustments to the legs here because when I've been watching a little bit of one pocket here where they're rolling balls in, and you really don't see the table leaning that way anymore.
She hit that ball good.
Yeah, sure thing. She was flat, forced it, cheated it a little bit, got the cue ball out there, 3 balls away from almost halfway.
Does everybody have good sound out there? We're not talking your ears off. They're not bleeding already. So that, even though it worked for her, I think she could be better if she made her practice strokes a little bit bigger because it is much easier to accelerate through a ball while the movement is already going. So when you're already moving, like your timing,
Yeah.
it's so much easier to move through the ball, especially with aggression.
So if you're loosening up those muscles in that back arm a little bit, as
Similar
you're
to the things I've told you over the years.
yes.
See, so she went small and then she overhit it. So where she kept that same timing and that same final stroke, she actually wouldn't have moved it as far.
Yeah, I can't wait to get lessons from you one day, Mitch. I would love to. You had mentioned me, like, you know what, dude, your stroke works decent for, it does the job on a bar box. He's like, and you're like, oh, uh-oh.
She hit a little six.
Eh,
See if
wasn't
Leandrea
her
closes this out.
wasn't her best effort. This should. I'm not gonna say it. Should go to Leo here. Only thing that's hurting her here is a little bit of nerves. I think this is a 98%er for her if she's feeling good. If she had won the last 3 games, I would have already marked
There
it.
we go. So now think about the other nine ball she missed. She misses that, it'd be
Uh-oh.
3-3.
There's Tim. Yep. Cut the deficit in half. Well, I don't know. I don't know how to say that. Sounded cool. I'm sorry, Mitch. Go ahead.
Well, I'm saying if she would have made that last nine ball right, where she
Yeah.
missed it, overcut it, so
Yep.
it'd be 3-3 technically. So
Oh,
those
yeah.
are things that you have to remember when you're in the chair over there. Like, hey, I'm not that far out of this. Come on.
Yeah.
So you can either like continue to beat yourself up and talk yourself out of it, or talk yourself into it.
You've always been in good spirits, Mitch. Were you always a good loser? Like as
No,
far as
my dad and my brother used to beat me horrendously, and I'd leave the pool room crying. That is not a lie nor
you were literally
exaggeration.
crying.
I was in tears.
Oh my
And
god.
then when I was about,
No mercy either?
oh no, my dad,
Love
my
that.
brother, oh my God. You want to know why I'm a competitor? Those two right there. My father said, son, if we're playing cards, we're bowling, or playing pool, those are the only times you're allowed to swear, and you are not allowed to use the F word. I said, yes, sir. And
Yeah.
then,
Gonna wax that ass, man.
oh, I was, and he just, so did just keep laughing all weekend about it.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Wow,
Uh,
I got a dad that's similar, man.
oh,
He
but it was with,
relentless.
but it's what builds you because, say hello to people. I treat people the way I want to be treated. I was a ghost for a long time, especially in like high school. And I just try to if you take the time to learn my name, I absolutely will reciprocate the respect and do the same. And now that I'm getting a little bit older and I earn more of these gray hairs, it's a little bit tougher to remember. So I apologize. But that's just the way I try to be. I treat people the way I want to be treated.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it builds character, man. Had I not, I was kind of a weirdo growing up. Had I not had my dad to kind of whip me into place a little bit, I think I would have
So
been even more weird.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll pay attention to the way she hit the one ball, she had a little bit more abrupt and cleaner follow through. Where that last one, she went small stroke, and kind of poked. And Leo, she's going big stroke, big finish. So see the improvement in the outcome, where like she's able to move her cue ball as well while she's picking up the speed. Looks like she's going to spin this one in. What a
Oh
shot.
man, that was a really
That
thin
was
five ball, and
big
she
shot
played it
with
with,
a touch it inside.
yeah, she played that shot with the inside, a lot of
Now,
distance, slick cloth.
think of this, folks. This six ball is the same thing as the nine ball she missed 2 games ago. So now she's running into an eight ball for position.
Yeah, I was about to say, you just don't want that eight to get in your way when you're running into it.
So she can shoot it in the corner. I don't think she can pocket it in the side. So you want to shoot it with middle to low left. Low, you climb under the nine ball, so speed's a little bit of a factor. Some people probably so confident they shoot it with top, go across the eight and shoot the eight to the lower left part of your screen, but I don't know. I'm just talking. She's going center ball, maybe a hair left. There was the hair left. Cue ball come down.
She might get a little bit of a roll out of it.
She did get a little love. So the nine ball looks to have Veronica hooked by like almost all of the ball, maybe 7/8 of it. Oh, thank you, John. Yeah. No, I missed them days playing juniors. It was a lot of fun. Big boys and their toys at Phoenix Civic Plaza and juniors at the Grand Canyon State Games. It's also where I met the Bundy family. Great people, as are you folks. So
I'm
it's
sorry, the Bundy family?
yeah, Mike Bundy Jr.,
Okay.
Mike Bundy
Huh.
Sr.
Man, I thought this was going to take a weird turn there,
No,
Mitch.
no. I mean, I look like I might be related to Al Bundy or, commit Ted Bundy, but that's
Yeah,
not
I
the
was,
case.
man.
All right, so here it looks like she's leaving a little bit of angle, so she's got to use more spin to carry down for the eight. So she decided to just stay above it. So she's going to cut this ball in the top, probably use a hair left and get on the same side that she's going to for the nine. Shoot it right by where she's like that.
It's a little steeper than I think I would have preferred. But
Yeah, but that's a lot of people. They think, oh, it's technically perfect because the angle's going to do the work, but it doesn't make the shot easier.
no, no.
It's tough to get your arm to follow forward.
Forces her to play some left here,
There you
which
go.
she did
Good
incredibly well.
Good speed.
That rolling kind of just drag left shot. She made it look easy. It's not as easy as it looks, unless you're Mitch. But
All right,
oh, there
we
it
got a
is.
ball game. For the
Bang!
three.
They're within one. Oh, Tim's already on
And
a
we got
roll.
your faithful we got action update from Mr. Daniels himself.
I'm sorry, Mitch. I'm gonna have to ditch you for like 30 seconds, bro.
You're all good. If in your endeavors you should find me a bottle of water or anything, I won't be against it.
Say less.
All right, so we got a 4-3 ball game. Leandrea is breaking. I do believe we've had a couple of dry breaks from Mrs. Poore. Leandrea, I don't recall. I think she's made one, but we'll see if she makes this 5 ball or 6 ball being the wing balls. And, manufacture a shot on the one. She's breaking from the rail. And just a little food for thought. See how her hand position, half of like from her wedding ring to her index and middle finger. So she did make the wing ball. But see how they were over the rail? It's easier for a right handed pool player to break on the opposite side. So your whole hand sits flush on the rail. You don't have half of it laying off. Hence, it would be a little bit more uh, controlled bridge. It would be better balanced with the whole hand on the rail. Again, just my 2 cents. You could call it nuisance. You are more than welcome to your opinions. All right, so she tried to play a safe, get a little bit of separation, or maybe she tried to play it down past 3. Veronica's got an open look. She can cue it. Let's see how well she executes the ball and the cue ball. So she's going small stroke, big finish. So you see how that may impact the action. Whereas as you watch a lot of professionals, their pre-shot routine, their practice strokes will kind of emulate their final stroke, and it makes that transition through the ball much easier and much cleaner. So now Leandrea is at the table, open look with the one. Let's see how she plays the cue ball. Soft, right above the 8. She's above the deuce, so she can slow down because of how much angle she has. She's going to run into possibly the 7 or the 8, depending on where she cues on the vertical axis. Knowing her, she's going to hit it soft, and it might slide right between the 7 8. And then she comes back up. What a good shot.
Man, do you even know what you're talking about, Mitch?
Sometimes, sir. Sometimes. I get lucky. So now she might play this ball because she's stretched out. You have to be worried about your cueing. She had a little bit of left on that. She probably didn't want as much as she had, but she's going to take what she got. I see her going for the bank. Oh, she's called safe. So she's going to play the cue ball all the way up table. Nope.
Yeah, she just tried to use the 9. I like your call there, though. Create a little separation. At very worst, you're forcing Veronica to come with something.
Yeah. Well, like I'm used to me playing safe, so when I play safe, it comes with a full bottle of Windex so you can see it appropriately.
Stop it. Jesus.
It's not even window shopping. It's hey, how's the sun look?
Mm-hmm.
Soft with outside spin, good cue ball, good execution.
I gotta tell you, Mitch, I played you the other day. It was absolutely zero fun. It was
I'm
probably
sorry you feel that way, sir.
one out of 5 stars. Would not recommend.
Again, small stroke, good follow through. So again, whether the ladies go back and listen to this or anything, out of a constructive criticism side, I would like to see them both take a little bit bigger practice strokes. And it's almost like I use the reference of like adding a plate at the gym. kind of hit it on the higher spectrum, right? Because if you have good
Yep.
fundamentals, but don't move your body to deliver it harder.
Uh-oh.
So, like, you see how intent and down they stay on the ball, but kind of flirt with hitting the ball really hard. So, you know what your limitations are, but you can grow from that as well.
Well, I'm definitely guilty of that as well. I do the whole I get down and do the micro stroke thing, and then I watch you play, and you really kind of loosen up that back arm, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, execute. And yeah, no, I really tighten up as I get down on the cue ball, and I've experimented both ways, and it's one step back for two forward because it's not something that my muscle memory is used to, but it's definitely something I'm going to implement in my game eventually. She left it in a weird spot there, Mitch.
Well, it's almost to the scratch point. Here you shoot it top, and that hair left. The hair left will cause the cue ball to deflect a hair to the right of natural, but kind of the rotation on the cue ball will climb through the object. And what I mean by that is it'll just go a hair further forward because it's the rotation on the cue ball and beat just above the side pocket. And then your cue ball touches out. Ooh, she says cross corner. Um,
She'd like to overcut a little bit pro side.
she did.
Yeah.
So she got where she wanted to be, center and center with a lot of distance.
Yeah, I love that shot. Every part of that was intentional. She was always going to overcut it. She was always going to leave distance. You know, just in case she made it, she called it. So that's straight in 9 on the side. But I like the idea there from Leo. And she's starting to come with it, and you're starting to see a little bit more confidence from her versus early on. And a little double kiss came back to
Now,
her.
again, for me, I like this shot, but here's what they are. They are not left-handed, so she's going to be stretched, and this is where you have to worry about your tip position.
Seeing the
You
legs
need to
coming
make
up.
sure your
Yep,
legs
legs
are
up.
solidified so you can swing that backhand, and then your bridge just guides it. She hit it light.
I like an up and down there. Don't you like an
Yeah,
up and down
I
there? Yeah, trying to hold that ball's tough. She got a little bit of a roll. She got lucky to hit the point and leave Veronica tough, but it's a little bit more of a confident stroke. I think to me, it's a better contact on the 8,
well, you
and
hit
it's
it a lot cleaner. Yeah, the
yeah.
ball moves because you're telling it to.
I like the way you put that.
Well, I'm just saying, you ask it, you got good fundamentals. You say, hey, I'm going to buy you dinner. And then it's like, okay.
Oh, stop it! There's no way.
Then it just serves you dessert.
Oh, that almost hurt.
Ladies and gentlemen, he might have distilled water coming out of his nose.
I do. Oh, by the way, speaking of water, I do have water coming your way.
No,
It's
you're
just gonna
good.
take
You're
a
good.
minute.
I'm just over here talking smack. All right, so she hit that one.
That's not gonna get it done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you wanted to do the same thing, leave her long, middle, middle. But now Veronica is definitely going to be the favorite. But I think she's going to hit this, 30, 40%, just under half of, how hard she can. I think this is going to be more of like a 30%, meaning the cue ball will barely get past the head string.
Are you an aim small miss small kind of guy, or are you still in a zone here? Like, are you
Cue
just kind
ball,
of
the first time and above the side pocket, but she's mildly straight in. What do
like
you
do you have
mean?
a like when you shoot that shot? Do you put yourself like my brother's a little different than me. I kind of play to a zone because I'm like I can make this and I don't want to compromise the pocket. My brother's very like aim small, miss small, find a spot on the
So,
table, and I want to be there.
so I do not get twisted over an inch or two, but I realize an inch or two could be the wrong side of the ball. Then I have to do some Houdini stuff.
Why are you
And now
laughing?
that I'm a little bit older, I'm not as fond of the Houdini stuff. Pretty soon my pool cue is going to be my walking cane. No, but a lot of it is, that's the same thing I don't tell any of my students. I will not tell them how to shoot a ball
Yep.
because I do not want to numb your creativeness. Then after you execute, I ask what you were trying, and I'll tell you why and then how to do it and achieve it.
Yep.
So then we can touch base, and you're like, oh, because again, I don't want to dilute your thinking. Thank you kindly. So
That's
Veronica,
another. Yeah, I'm curious. You know, I know Veronica had practiced on this table prior to this, and I know with Brian's knowledge, maybe she had success. Maybe they're using a different template rack, or maybe they're not super tight in the rack.
well,
But she
I know
hasn't made
from my
any
experience.
adjustments.
Yeah, I know from my experience, the one adjustment of the bridge hand and the position, she's breaking it like a 10 ball break, and
Yep.
that is not how you want to break Magic Rack 9 ball.
Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of side rail, or maybe even a little bit off the side rail, but I'm side rail and really trying to get a look on the one, depending on how they're breaking up. But nothing successful off the break. Really on both sides. You know, Leo's doing a little bit more of the traditional break, and she's kind of going from the side rail, and she's trying to pop and squat the cue ball, but she really hasn't had much success either. And to me, the two adjustments I make, and I know you mentioned their placebo thing, and the two adjustments I make is I make sure that the one's sitting well and tight with the next two balls, so I move the rack up a little bit on the spot for the people that tap it in, and then secondly, I know it's just in my head, but if I draw the cue ball a little bit, I start getting that ball I
You,
start getting that wing ball on the side
you
more
mean like
consistently.
the caveat of hitting draw is that you probably do and you don't realize?
Well, the one ball usually comes up table. Oh, really?
Yeah, in your mind, look, how hard did she hit that ball versus how hard she's hit everything else?
Harder,
Yeah,
definitely,
exactly.
definitely.
So that's what I mean is it's perspective. So a lot of
Oh,
people feel like they can get away
you
hitting it
know
a little
what,
bit
man?
further.
Light bulb just went off. I was doing the finesse break, and it's really just a little bit more pace on it. Unbelievable.
So yeah,
Been
that's
trying to
kind of
figure that out forever, man. You gotta be kidding me. All right.
that's, I could be wrong, but
No,
that
no,
would
no.
be my interpretation.
Free lesson right there. I'll take it. Bang.
All right, so we got easy swing of the cue ball, got above the nine.
Thanks, baby.
Looks like the three ball, four ball combo.
She's not squinting, so it's probably a combo for sure.
Look,
Oh, it went the
we were
whole
both
time.
wrong.
Yeah.
Apparently, I need to use glasses. So you hit this ball soft with left, go
What are they?
under the six, between the rail and the six.
Yeah,
There you go.
hey.
Now the only thing is the seven to the eight, because the six is right there, so it's easier to land on the seven. It's just how you get back. If you draw the cue ball back a little and shoot the six, have the cue ball hit the short rail with left, or if you float it, leave it right there, shoot the six, and then hit it with low and stun into the rail. She jumped out of her shoes before she even made that ball.
Yeah. Never looked great over that. Well,
No, she looked great. She
yeah,
landed great on the six.
execution wasn't
But
there, but
yeah, and that's why I like you got to worry about people playing a certain tempos and things of that nature. Patrick, you're asking what? 30 what? Yes, I'm 39. Walking around the pool table. My pool cue is going to be my cane.
so you mentioned you.
And a carom on the six. I'm sorry, go
Oh
ahead.
no, you mentioned you got. Oh, is it going? Nope. She's got a touch, but I don't know how much Veronica can see the five. But you mentioned you kind of got good at bar boxes early on. What was the
That's
big?
what I grew up on.
Yeah, yeah. What was the biggest transition like when you really made the leap to the 9 footers that you would say either A, you made yourself, or B, that like the general public and from what you've learned from your teachings and watch players do? What's the big adjustment that you make?
Being coachable. I've had people
Interesting.
like I'll tell you a guy back when they had the Arizona tournament that Archer won here back at Colby's. So
Hmm.
Colby's is uh, Chuck Bobbitt, who may he rest in peace. He was the promoter of the tournament. Um, I was 21 in that tournament, so 18 years ago, and a gentleman by the name of Rob Saez, who's a professional. He says, "You
Got
play
it.
a lot of bar table, don't you?" I said, "Yeah."
I
He
was
says,
insulted when you told me that too.
he's like, "Ah, okay." So your patterns are bar table like you go side to side, you don't go up and around. So a lot of that can be told, to the keen eye how you maneuver. And me being self-taught, never really coached outside of my dad telling me how to stand. That was a tough shot.
Yeah, sure was.
I do like Leandrea to make the bank though. It's just does she get beneficial shape on the eight?
Yeah.
Um, but in that sense, where like again, then I was lucky enough to receive a little bit of an 1 hour session from Jerry Bryseth when I was probably 20 something, and changed my game significantly. And all I did was stop moving my tip up and down when I went through the ball, because then it turned my shape position into more consistent, higher percentage of the time.
Yeah.
So it's just it's things of that. So
Well, I guess what I was really asking is when you said, I mean, you hit the nail on the head, but when you said, you go side to side versus up and down, what do you really mean by that when you
so
say
like
that?
this eight ball,
Yep.
you would shoot it with low right or low and go side to side to get on the seven, instead of like top left and go three rails around, or even like I'll show you in the upcoming racks
Okay.
where it's a shot that might be like what he's discussed
Yeah.
is like shoot a ball with low outside instead of, and go like, say the cue ball is the object ball
Yep.
and I fire it into that corner she just called the bank on the seven, but my cue ball was like close to the long rail down here, and I go
Hmm.
bring the cue ball to the left. See, she played that with good speed so she could get safe.
Yeah,
A little bit of a two-way.
this is a big game for Leo, I think. Obviously there's a lot of pool to be played, but the
There's really
difference
not.
between yeah, the
You have to play.
difference between 6'3" and 5'4", I don't mean to sound like a broken record. I say that all the time, but difference between 6'3" and 5'4" is absolutely huge. I mean, she can come with this. It's a tight match, and you go blow for blow, and whatever happens, happens. But 6'3", you're really I mean, myself, sometimes I tend to play scared when I get behind. I start playing a little bit more safe. So I start taking less risks, which is not the way to go about it. But I see it in other
I
players as
call that
well.
dying a slow death.
Oh yeah,
All right, her bridge is a little long, but does she swing it correctly? Oh, she played the two-way again,
she she
leaving a
really
little
she's
bit more distance.
she's really hitting that shot well. If
She's
she's
playing to her strengths.
Yep.
She knows that she can maneuver the cue ball and her speed's okay, then she's sticking with what she knows.
Yeah, I'm specifically impressed with the speed control coming back and forth on those banks. She's doing that on purpose, and I every once in a while I leave it hanging on one side or the other, and she's been doing it really well. So
Same thing. Shoot it again.
I
All right.
think Leo's gonna sack up and bank this one in here.
He didn't mean it, Leo. He didn't mean it.
All right. I do. I think she wants to put this one to rest, and
Well, now
she is
she
a
doesn't have
gambler.
all of the cue balls. So the cue ball's welded to the rail, so she has to elevate a little, so she goes down into it. Great. Looks like it's in.
Bang.
But now you got to come with it.
Yep.
So straight top, or maybe even a hair right. Go side to side.
This is the shot right here.
Well, and she's going to be okay if she overcuts it, because then the cue ball come under the nine and leave Veronica a long, shot back and forth to get 8 to 9.
She needs that 8 to get to the rail. And it's not going to do it.
Now, this is what I'm intrigued to see, is how well she's elevated over a ball and how she swings it aggressively. She's cueing it with top. It might have a little force follow, but I see her hitting it like 40%.
She might be on the.
Yeah, that was closer to 40%. Anytime that cue ball has enough roll, she didn't really pump it in there, right? Like it owed her money.
Yeah.
So her cue ball was better controlled that way. So she's really playing to her strengths. Same thing. She'll roll this one in. She's going to cue it center to high ball. Small stroke, follow through. Oh, got to be careful.
Watch out, cue ball. Oh, there it is.
So now we're at 6-3, and Veronica
yeah,
really
6-3.
Look at him ball. So that's kudos to you can tell she's been putting in a lot of work, and here it is paying off. Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate that. Depends all the time. I appreciate you.
Oh, like I mentioned, man, that was a big game there for Leo with Veronica.
Big games, the 9 ball that would have put it within 1 or tie ball game. So it's a lot. Just
it really seems like a 2-game swing, though, doesn't it? Uh-oh, she's going from the side rail. The 8's going. Oh,
right.
Oh, man.
So now this is why a lot of people veer away from it, is they don't know how to tell that 1 ball what to do. So she was tired.
Or could draw the cue ball, too. No, I'm just kidding.
But that's, attention to detail. Look how quickly I was able to spot it. So she was fortuitous in her adjustment, made the wing ball. But now it's, still it's back to battle, and no 2 balls touching, but you don't have an easy shot on the 1.
Now that she's found a spot, it's a little bit more of a pacing issue, would you say?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely speed from there. You got to hit it softer or harder.
Oh, I thought she made it.
She did.
And had she actually made it and hit it a little bit fuller, well, I guess she still got on the 2, but would have definitely slowed down a little quicker. Look at that shot, Mitch.
That's pretty sporty.
Oh, that's nasty.
That's above my pay grade.
No, it's about what I see when I play you.
No, I don't play safe.
Well, that makes me feel good. Telling me every single one of those saves were unintentional, huh?
Well, accidents happen.
Yeah, I bet.
Mr. Daniels. Oh, never mind. They got Chuck. All right, they got the real referee in there.
They got an official CSI certified ref. If you guys don't know, Chuck went to reffing school. And he referees CSI events. Or BCA events, or whatever they're called.
Good hit.
Think Leo tucks her under the 9, or does she go for the cut?
I think she was going for it.
Yeah, looks like it. Now, when you get down like this, and I know what I say is wrong, but does your game plan change throughout a set? Like, do you play different? Do you play more defensive? Do you play more offensive? Do you try to force things to happen? Do you just play your game because you're confident in your game? What do you
Well, I look at
let's say you're
things. Is it a me thing or is it a them thing? Are they kicking my butt or am I helping them kick my butt?
that's fair.
So I mean, I only have control of one of those.
Yeah, that's very fair. So are you saying
when I assess,
if you're giving it to them,
I'm dogging it,
yep,
then I need to switch up. I need to stop playing to a certain tempo. I need to readjust. I need to take a little bit longer. I need to do something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I need to make sure that I keep moving. If you just sit there and sulk and your opponent will feed off of that.
Yep.
So I try not to give up anything. I try not to Now, sometimes when I shoot a shot and I'm embarrassed, I will laugh because nobody laughs at me like I do. So, and that's just letting out like the nervous tick of, man, did I really just do that? And you're a
Yeah.
little embarrassed, and that's perfectly well. I say it's natural because that's me. You don't like it? Oh well, you didn't.
Yep.
You didn't put me in the tournament more than likely. So guess what?
Yeah. I'm
Have a nice
allowed
day.
to.
All right, she's going for the jump shot. She's not going for a little one railer or a little spinach action. She's gonna jump it in.
So basically, what you're saying though is you will make adjustments depending on how you're playing and how things are going. Like
Yeah, I mean,
if you're not pocketing balls as well, or if you're not playing to your potential, if you're not doing this or that, do you kind of lean on, okay, my safeties have been good today, or are you one of those guys that says, you know what, I've played 500,000 racks in my life, it's gonna come back, and I'm gonna stick to what I do best.
well, yeah. I mean, I just keep taking it on my chin until I get like a good look, right? And then I'm
Okay.
like, all right, take your time. Don't take it for granted. Take a little bit longer, and then it's like I'm a big kid now.
God.
You just got to talk yourself back into it.
Yep.
Like if I would have stopped playing pool every time when I said when I was younger that I was going to be a professional pool player, I'd have never left the house. But what would I be doing now? So it's like if I sit there and listen and I let everybody else set my ceiling, then
Yep.
why live, right?
Yeah.
So you have to push
Exactly.
your own ceiling and see what it is.
Did you always genuinely believe you're going to be a professional pool player? Like even when you were first starting out? Like,
My dream was to be either a professional pool player or a cop.
yep.
And I had an incident happen when I was 21 that scared the bejesus out of me from being a cop. So no disrespect to the law enforcement. So now I just stuck to what I'm good at, being a pool player. But looking back, a lot of it was it was my father's dream, but I realized how much of it was my dream too.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to make it happen. So I was very fortunate that I got to the stature I did playing pool, and I'm fortunate to give back in the best way I can, the way I teach everyone. So
Well, without the politician side of things, did you believe you did the whole time? Like 100%. You woke up in the morning and you said, you know what? I'm going to be a professional pool player. Did you believe that 100% every day of your life?
so nice shot, good transfer
Yeah.
around the table.
It's still
I'm
inside.
sorry, this 3 to the 4 has me intrigued.
Oh, yeah.
So you punch it with low hair left, maybe at like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock on the cue ball, and pump it in between the rail and the 6 and slow down to the bottom rail. So far, I'm right. Is she going to draw or pump it to the rail? What a shot. So that right there is the prime example. So see how she took the schematic
Mm-hmm.
and all she did is hit it with like a 15 barbell, and I wanted to hit it with a 50-pound barbell. You
Yeah.
got to flirt with that,
Yep.
your power. So she has the schematic right there. She's just hitting it a little bit too cautious. But going back to that, it's like I won a tournament called the Super 7 and Under in Tucson, Arizona, Main
Super
Street.
7 and under.
Back when I was a 7 rated player, I was 14. It was 2 weeks before I turned 15. It was a $7 entry fee, $7, $17, and $27 side pots.
Yeah.
There were 128 players. Ben Sutherland drove me down there because I'm 14.
Yep.
We had just got his car out of Pet Boys, and he had get a tire fixed. And we go down there, and we're the last 2 to sign up, and I end up cracking the tournament off. That weekend, I went home, wrote on a notebook divider, not even a piece of paper, a divider from a white notebook divider from my 3-ring binder at school, and I thumbtacked it to my ceiling. Oh, that was a little aggressive. Didn't take care of the cue ball.
Oh, I was about to say she's going to get lucky. Nope, not this time. But go ahead.
So I had set a goal that I wanted to be rated at 10 by the BCA rules by my 18th birthday.
Nice.
On my 18th birthday, my dad, we were sitting at River City, and this is 21 years. Oh my God, that hurts to say out loud. I got bumped to a 10. He called and said, yep, he was bumped to a 10. So I had achieved my goal that I wrote 3 years before.
On the day that you made it.
And that was something that my father, may he rest in peace, taught me a lot about just life.
Dude, that is so incredible. That is so awesome.
And you can achieve it. There's no telling what you can do.
Yeah.
But some people are afraid to go for it.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I just wanted to share that personal story. That's no exaggeration. That you can look back at the Billiard Dart News. I think Mike Howerton might even wrote the article. And that was a very, very wonderful time. And I had a lot of good memories. And I still do, because I have a lot of good friends that I met down in Tucson. My best friend, Alex Leviskin, still lives down there. And I wouldn't be the person I am today without his friendship. So I'm very blessed. Tucson always treated me well.
Well, it's such an awesome story, Mitch. I mean, to set a goal like that and to match it on the day, years after you had made the goal.
Yeah,
to set it on the day.
He had dropped the phone and he kind of, you made it, and he started tearing up, and that was really an awesome moment for me, because 3 years later in that same seat, same phone, he saw me win the 2008 U.S. Bar Table Championship in Reno, Nevada, back when they used to have it up there.
Yeah.
So I was very fortunate. A lot of memories in that place and that stool he used to sit on.
I think it's so cool. You know, as long as I've known you, you've mentioned your dad a lot, and the influence he's had on your life, the influence that he's had to everybody's lives, according to you. I think that's how you just speak nothing but so highly. I think I asked you one time, what's your biggest goal in life? And you said something like, to be half the man that my dad was growing up.
Shot.
Yeah, sure was. Throw it in with low outside.
Well, and those are the few that she was trying earlier that she chunked into the ball because of how much spin. So I think she's getting it calibrated.
Big shot. Must make.
That's not exactly easy. But and looking back, I'm actually fortunate, because the part that a lot of people really don't understand, like the honest side of me, that's actually thanks to my mother. Yeah, I was really bad as a teenager. I was like my dad. My dad liked to be a bullshitter and a little bit of he would embellish on things. Nowadays, I try to be so genuine and honest, because what's the point of lying? Everyone's eventually going to find out. And two, what does it really do? You got so much BS to remember. So I just try to be straightforward and tell the truth. And, if some people don't like it, they ain't got to hear it. All right, similar, safe as to before. Does she bank it or cut it?
You know what? Veronica's played that shot quite a few times this match, and it's proven to be somewhat, most of the time, effective. So we'll see if
here I
Leo can
broken it with draw.
We'll see if Leo can flip the script here a little bit and actually drain that 9. Oh man, what a shot!
All right, we got a 6-4 race.
We got Tim over there saying we got action. All right, 6-4.
But yeah, that just kind of, a couple of stories I don't mind sharing, because, I lived it, and if it could help anybody, by all means. But only the person that can put a ceiling on you is you.
That's the truth, man. I don't know if this debunks some theories, or maybe you discourage some people or encourage some people. And I read a few books in my life about psychology and sports and whatever else, and I've got my opinion on it. I'm curious on you. I mean, so how far does, obviously you need practice, but how far does raw talent get you, and how far does like if somebody genuinely like if somebody wakes up or if somebody's born and says I want to be a pro, or somebody starts playing pool and says I want to be a pro, I mean, what are the odds of that? What are the chances of that? Does it take a certain type of genetics? Does it take obviously, practice and work ethic and everything else, but like from your experience and the people that you've been around, pool is one of the cool to me. Pool is one of the cool things where it's not extremely physically demanding. We have different body types, we have
Say
different
that.
personalities,
Say
we have
that.
different, but you know, is
You and me play for 12 hours. Tell me how you feel afterwards.
well, I've discouraged every single time. I'll tell you that.
But I'm saying, like,
Yeah, yeah.
I played a 22-hour session one time, betting 5,000 a game, and you want to talk about stress? I went home, laid on the couch, fell asleep for 4 hours because I had so
Woke up
much
a year
adrenaline,
later.
and I couldn't move my left shoulder to get up and play again the next day because it was so stiff.
That's unbelievable. But like, genuinely, how much in pool specifically do you think that raw talent and raw or basically genetically how much influence do you think that has on a pool player?
They
Is there a
they
cap
go
on
hand in
everybody?
hand. If you do not work hard off the table, it is tough to reap the benefits on the table.
Yep.
And that is only done by discipline. Do you know what? Talent without hard work just eventually will become a waste of talent, unfortunately. And I'm even saying that about myself. I'm not trying to make this conversation. I'm being very personable because I have experience. I am
Yep.
that person. I have a lot of talent, and I did not appreciate my youth and work hard off the table. So it's making it tougher as I get older on the
Oh,
table. Whereas I should be a little bit, further along, really. And that's my own fault. And I am the only one to blame for that. Nobody else.
do you think there's I mean, do you think there's a cap for everybody specifically?
No, because one
Like
might
like
put a
like
ceiling on someone.
like let's say somebody coming up like it's you're
What
in
you
you're in
got?
yeah,
Good soft rolling shot. Same thing with the floor ball.
but do you think specifically that people do have a cap, like as far as like this guy, if he practices 7 days a week, 20 hours a week, I mean 20 hours, yeah, 20 hours a week, and has dedicated practice and practices all the right things, do you think the hand-eye coordination, do you think the ability, do you think the talent level is a cap for them, like this guy can only hit 620, this guy can only hit 650, or do you think there's always continual growth among everybody that plays pool?
I'll tell you what. I'll talk about things that I know a little bit about, right?
Okay.
Because I can speak on my
You
experience. But let's talk about wealth.
mm-hmm.
How common was it to hear the word billionaire in the 90s?
Well, I would tell you, but I don't know. I was
Well, I'll
I was
tell you
six in
because I lived
2000.
through it.
Okay.
So it was very uncommon thing to hear, or it was like, oh my goodness.
How you doing, brother man?
Now we have more and more billionaires, and lo and behold, maybe even a first couple of companies that are worth $1 trillion evaluations.
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, in a pool sense, I don't see it too far before long where there's $1 million added tournaments, $500,000 first place prizes,
Yep.
things of that nature, because there is so much that could be brought to it, but it just needs to have that proper light shined on it.
Yep.
This is a good shot. Cue ball's going to go around four rails. She's
Yeah.
not going to be afraid to hit it. She's
Yeah.
thinking she's going to hit the
As
eight
long
ball.
as she's on the left side of the table, she's fine for the 7.
Well, a lot of it. So again, you're hitting the ball firm. You think, oh crap, I'm going to run forward, hit the eight. But really, if you hit it with a hair of right, you're not. The right spin will climb off of the 6 ball because the ball is like a removable rail, and then you're just kicking 4 rails to get up table. So cue ball, 6 ball, 7 ball in front of the hole, 8 balls ball's a little bit above the 9 ball, which makes it an easy stop shot.
This rack lays really good for Veronica. Eight to the 9 is easy. Just wants to get there.
Oh, now she's going to go rail first. That way the cue ball moves away from the 7 once it makes contact. Oh, she might go ball first.
Yeah, let's go ball first. First, you got. I like your rail first option there.
So there, the angle would have done the work. She tried to make her speed do the work. Now, folks at home, the ball was right in front of the hole. How much do you need to do to it, right? So
if you're gonna go ball first, you gotta kind of punch it out, right?
That's what she tried to do, and that's why it was tough. Now
yeah, I know.
She's got a long shot. She's gonna roll it. Left it hanging.
But
she was fortunate in her leave because she got straight in, so Leandrea's hooked. This is why you got to practice your kick shots.
What kind of pace are you playing kicking at this 8?
I'm going all the way up table from all my one pocket background, kicking at the middle diamond. If you can even see part of the pocket like she's looking at,
she's trying to swerve it. Is she trying to masse it with some left? I like what you say, going up table.
But there, my way, you use math. There, you have to use spin.
Yeah,
and it's tough to measure spin.
Tougher to judge.
Slick, newly felted table.
Yeah, I agree.
So I would have gone up table, kicked it at about 40%, enough just above lagging. So when it touches the 8, touches the bottom rail, goes closer to the 9 ball. All right, so the 8's wedged at the right side of the pocket, so she's basically playing the cue ball. She's going to play it low with a hair left. Low stops it from running into the rail and just slides off the 8. See? So now she's got to make sure she bears down and doesn't take this 9 for granted. All right. Good pre-shot routine. She's in her shot.
She always looks good over the ball. She always looks like she's going to make it. Whether she misses it or makes it, she always looks good over it.
Well, if you guys will pay attention, maybe she will later, look at the amount of time that she stays down compared to most people, right? So it's that investment in yourself is an investment in that success of the outcome.
Yeah.
Those are little steps that don't get talked about as much. So that would be the primary definition of staying down.
Yeah, if you didn't notice, Veronica made a ball in her last break. If you're looking at the stream, it's gonna be on the left side. If you're Veronica, it's gonna be on her right side. She's breaking from the right rail.
Same rail Leandrea broke from.
Oh yeah. And I don't mean to hammer down on it, Mitch, but it's when we're talking limitations and talent and whatever else, did you let's watch this 8 ball. And this 8 ball's going down. But limitations, you touched on it.
There went the 8 ball. She's got.
You mentioned the 1 ball going up there a lot.
Yep.
But I guess, for guys like me, I'm not naturally good at pool, and so I'm asking you. I guess I selfishly I'm asking you. What's my cap if I really wanted to get into it? What's my cap?
What a great shot!
Good speed. It sure was.
She just got down and committed.
Yeah, but I mean that when you say that's up to you, that's implying that if I put the work in, I can really do something with this game.
What's your definition of really doing something?
You know what? You just hit me with a philosophical question I wasn't ready to answer. Because I don't necessarily
want. You're already doing it, but do you want to do it at a higher level? See, that's human nature.
Yes, I want to do it better. I do want to do it better, and when I take it more serious, I do want to do it better. But am I limited?
From all my decision making, do I make healthy choices? No. If you got a coach, would you be better? Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So invest in you, and you might be surprised in the outcome.
That's the best. That's the best sale I've ever heard for lessons in my entire life.
just I'm
That was
just saying
incredible. I like that.
it's not. But look,
No,
if
I know
I
what you
didn't
mean.
get lessons and someone tell me something, I could spend 5 years doing something. Do you know how many balls I hit in 5 years?
Yeah, I can
Oh my
imagine.
goodness.
I can imagine. It's
So
10
again,
times
I'm
more than
I'm
me,
trying to give
and
you
I
the
hit a lot.
HOV lane when you're always in rush hour, homie. And I mean seriously, you folks at home, there's what, 60 of you on? There's literally about 40 people in here, 50 people in here sweating this match.
Oh yeah,
So thank you for
myself
sharing
included.
your
I'm
Friday
not gonna.
night with us.
I got a small $20 side bet that I'm
Oh,
not gonna disclose, but
that's all right. That's not even a bucket, is it?
no, not a PBR, man. I can drink 34 PBRs and my tab would be $17 around here. Shout out to bullshooters for the most incredible. I mean, even if you didn't play pool, bullshooters is one of the best places to drink beer.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, their prices are incredible.
Well, thank you from Prescott Valley up at Barefoot Bob's. We appreciate you. Yeah, it's very nice to see because I definitely think somebody's going to flip a coin and play a little bit after this. Ooh, she went for the bank, missed it, moved the seven closer to the rail.
She really wanted it.
Six in front of the jaw. Yeah, she was straight. Small cut. This would have been actually perfect shape because she could punch the cue ball to get over on the 9 ball.
Yeah, she needs a little angle on the 7, which isn't hard to do because it's
So
almost hard to get straight on the
I'm
7.
curious, does she go to the long rail first because it will help her? She went ball first, so she wanted the idea. That's why the spin she had on it. But what a lot of people do is they get afraid that they're going to miss it, and then they end up going ball first, and that's why the cue ball dies.
So maybe a little bit of deceleration there
No, it's
from.
just interpretation of the
Okay.
shot. She should have went rail first. Oh, that she hit that ball good. Look at how good she got on the 9 ball. All right, now we need Leandrea. Get up here, smoke this 7 ball in. Just hit it with a believable stroke. Don't try and draw it. Just go with the momentum. It's a small cut. Send your cue ball into that long rail.
Now I don't use this term very often, but this almost feels like a must win for Leo the way that this game is
Look how
gone.
good she hit it. Now do the same thing to the 9 ball.
This is a must 9 ball. Confident
So,
stroke. It
so what a
wasn't
lot of
afraid to
people
shoot it
do,
up.
what a lot of people do is go, oh, God, just don't miss it. And that's what your mind here. Don't. And you need to sit there and just visualize it falling in the pocket because you would rather talk yourself into it than talk yourself out of it. So just
Huge shot.
step into it, good routine, and let your fundamentals do the work.
She doesn't want to get doubled up here. This 9 ball has to go or at least be left
Oh,
up.
what a shot.
Oh, she cinched it. What a great shot there from Leo. Out of the pocket, 9-foot shot,
She's
dead
like,
center of the
hanger.
pocket. There you go, Leo. Good
All right,
shot.
smoke break. Just kidding. Neither one of them smoke.
Well, they deservedly so. They need a break. 7-5. Anyways, well, they're taking a break. If you want to, Mitch, we can take a break too for a minute as well.
Actually, yeah, I should probably take advantage of that.
Yeah. Once again, thank you everyone for tuning in. They're
We'll
gonna
literally be back in 3 minutes.
Yeah, they're gonna take a quick player break. We'll see you guys soon. Veronica up 7, Leandrea at 5. Little momentum on Leandrea's side from that last 9 ball. Great shot. We'll see you soon.
All right, we're back.
Back in it, huh?
All right, see if she makes this 5 ball. Okay, she did.
Sure
Cue ball.
did.
Cue ball was timed a little bit better till it got kicked by the 6. She can make the 1 ball all the way down table with top. Cue ball floats by the pink 4 ball. Shoot the 2 ball, 3 ball down here by the 8. So this is the what I was talking about, the patterns. Whereas a bar table, you might punch it and go to the rail.
Yep.
Here, you roll forward. Now, if she rolls forward, the cue ball's by the 4 ball.
Yep.
You shoot the 2 ball. You shoot it with top right. Go around the 6, right? And
Yep.
then if you see that cue ball lands by the 6 in the side pocket, you shoot the 3 ball. Same thing, top right. That pattern. Whereas you shoot this ball and go side to side, that's more of a bar table
Oh.
pattern. She was unfortunate in pocketing the 1 ball. She looked like she hit it great. She had position on the deuce. Veronica looks like she's going to have to bob through traffic. And again, pay attention to how people play out of pockets like this. It is behoove you to pay attention to that. Oh, she tried to get through there. She made the 1 ball, but committed a foul and brought the 3 ball up table for Leandrea. So it actually makes for a little bit of an easier out.
To me, and I don't know your opinion on this, but to me, shooting balls out of pockets are one of the most unpracticed because everybody looks at it and they say, "Oh, it's easy to make the ball. I don't need to work on this." But shooting a ball out of a pocket, either going rail first or hitting it full or hitting it thin or whatever else, I think it's one of the most unpracticed shots in pool because you need to get out to the center of the table. You need to get out to the other
Do
side of
you
the.
want to know the time that I learned to practice these?
What's that?
Before Griff's was Griff's, when it was still Pool Sharks in Vegas, Jeremy Jones was showing me as he was whooping my behind at one pocket the significance of how well the
Really?
cue ball needs to move around the table out of the pocket.
Really?
100%.
That's interesting. So one of the best coaches in the game said it's important.
Yeah, I was like, because exactly what you said, I took it for granted. And I mean, that was probably 14 years ago. Honestly, my pool life, the Friday night fights do not have to be. It's whatever people come to agreement on. So it's just this has been the most structured format. Nor do we think we want to put a lot of people to bed by watching one pocket. And I'm just saying that to be funny. I love one pocket, and I damn near play one. But yeah, it's just whatever the people come up with, and we've had more traction with rotation. In this instance, my business partner and I are promoting this one, so we put up majority of the money to host the shindig, and then a couple other people threw in some $100 bills to contribute to their cause.
Yeah, I wanna personally thank you for putting this event on here, or at least this match on here, Mitch. This is so cool. Watching two of the best girls in the state go at it.
Nah, I was just intrigued because of how well they did last time, so I wanted to see. I know both of them have gotten better, and it's nice to see them get the opportunity that hopefully encourages growth and a little bit more play.
Yeah, Tim asked me an interesting question not too long ago. I think a week or two ago. He asked me, "Who do you think the best male and female player, or the most improved male and female player is in Arizona?" And I completely leaped over Leandrea because to me, she's always been good. She's always had success in tournaments. She's always done her own thing. Um, and then at the very end of it, I said, Nicole has been making leaps and bounds. And I said, gosh, who else was it? Well, Zayd on the men's side, and a few others. But I had mentioned a few names, and then he was like, "Well, what about Lee? What if you take Fargo out of it? What do you? if you take Fargo out of it, Fargo aside, accomplishments wise, who's done the most success? And really, Leandria's name came up quite a bit. She's had a lot of success this season, or at least this year.
Yeah, I wouldn't know because I can't say that I have seen everybody, but I've seen the postings on Facebook group and whatnot. People are winning tournaments. The twins have improved a lot.
Oh my
You know,
gosh, they're winning
Steven and
everything
Darby. Um,
on the female side. So I guess I can ask you that on the female
Veronica
side.
and Leanne, personally,
Yeah,
would probably be two that stick out the most.
and Leandria's
Just
not a big
because,
practicer. She's
yeah,
just
that's
had
what
a
I mean.
lot more success.
They're not as committed as other people to like traveling and investing in their play.
Yeah,
So it's refreshing to see that when they decided that they wanted to exert a little bit more energy towards school, they're like, oh yeah, we can kind of do this at a higher level. So it's
yeah.
nice to see. And that's not to take anything away from any other ladies because I know everybody puts in a lot of effort. Ooh, she rushed that one, put too much spin. But yeah, I mean, and again, I haven't seen all the ladies, so I couldn't tell you who's progressed the most.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
that's true. I don't mean to say they're few and far between, but I not a lot that you see them match up in big matches like this, or really in big tournaments. It is refreshing.
so you soft spin this with inside, little top left, hit it just hard enough to make it because the cue ball will go the same distance. She'll look like she's going around. All right. So the only reason that route was a little tough is because now she has to play the six ball to the left, which means the cue ball stays to the right, and it's tougher to get back to the seven. Whereas if she would have just hit it with a pinch of left and just come off the rail, she'd shoot the six ball in that top right corner pocket, and the cue ball touched the long rail, come across. Oh, she got down, almost made it.
She's
So now this cue ball is not going to touch the eight ball as it gets hit with top to get positioned on the seven. So she wants to hit this with top and a hair of right.
Yeah, something Leo's done a little bit better than Veronica there is I think well, I don't want to say better, but she's pocketed more of them. But Leo has definitely opted to overcut those.
See the speed she hit that at? That
Yeah,
was great. So now here's coming the
perfect
low
angle.
right. Well, she got it a little bit more that way because she can reach it there. If she gets, close to straight, you're going to be stretched out going across the table. There, she's got her whole bridge hand on the table. Good practice strokes. Excellent delivery, just unfortunate in the outcome. The cue ball was good, had angle. So now Veronica's going to have to maneuver this cue ball around. And again, it's about a full ball length outside the pocket. So she has to really move the cue ball when you're straight in. The
Yeah.
object ball's receiving most of the energy. So you either have to go rail first or jack up and draw it. Or I'm curious to see if she gets up table hitting this ball with what's like to be top and a hair outside. See, because of the speed she hit it at, the top spin acted like force follow because momentum went to the object ball. Then it hit a much larger mass in the rail and reacted, but the friction from the speed she hit it at wouldn't let the spin release. So that ball is better off being hit at like middle left, so it gets around the table easier. But I like her to actually get down and make this ball. She's been hitting them good. She's been hitting them confident, but a lot is the cue ball. How well does she get on the nine ball?
Yeah, that top English really killed the cue ball for her. If she could hit
Oh,
it
I
a little bit
jinxed her.
thinner. Oh no, this is gonna
I jinxed her.
give
I'm,
her ball in
I'm getting
hand.
yelled at later.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if Leandrea can capitalize.
I like two rails here, Mitch. What do you like? I like shooting it to the top
I like
left, side rail, other
Yep.
side rail.
Right where she was standing. Yep.
Yep.
Now, this is a description in my lessons, right? So
Nah,
this one,
I don't
you're
love
shooting to
this.
the very narrow pocket.
Yeah,
You got
this
to
is
manipulate.
missable.
But this one is one of the drills we do in class when I have everybody there so they get comfortable going side to side. Don't jerk it. See, she jerked it, so it skid because of the speed she hit it at.
Yeah, just a missable shot. If you shoot it in the corner, you can't really miss it, especially of somebody of Leo's caliber. You shoot it, come back and forth. You come to the left side rail, and then just under the right side rail, shoot the cue ball into the nine. Not necessarily where it's at right now, maybe just a little bit below, but I, like you mentioned, just shooting into a shallow pocket, a tight pocket from where she was at. Don't love that. She tried to take the easy route out, but
Well, I think Veronica's going to bank it, leave it on the short rail, and leave the cue ball middle table. So then she has to
yeah,
both stretch and oh, she's going for it.
yeah, not a ton of value in trying to cut this ball because your cue ball is going to be kind of still on that side of the table, and you're going to likely be left a tough nine ball. So she's trying to
So she
create a
did
little bit more angle.
spin, put a little bit of the spinach on it. All right, now do you like thinning the eight and going up table this way, or shooting it underneath the nine?
Gosh, that's tough because it's like, what kind of kick options do you have if you use the nine versus
Yeah,
leaving them
I
up
like
table?
the way she was just standing. I don't like this way as much unless you're gonna play it up table. See, she
Yeah,
can't stand and reach. So
yeah,
go back to the way you can amicably, hit that cue ball accurately, right? And talk to it, and then just get separation. She is gonna
yeah.
grab the bridge and try and thin it and go up table.
I think I take my chances of kicking it the other way. I'm not kicking it the other way, but thinning it the other way and coming up table just because you're leaving distance. I take my chances on what
Just don't
if they play a
scratch.
good if they play good safe on me. I take my chances on what they reverse do to me. The counter safe. Maybe maybe Veronica locks me up on the nine, whatever else. But what I learned about these 9-footers is distance is king, and I don't know. Obviously, you playing with pros and everything else, it's different, but
They say, "Leave me tough shot. I'd break your heart."
I like cutting it. Well, this isn't the worst thing in the world. It's kind of the same effect as long as you hit it really thin. But um, I really like coming the other way and just forcing Veronica to play a tough safe behind me. Oh no!
Trying to thin it so much. So now she's really perplexed because she missed ball in hand and now she gave up ball in hand on the same ball. So she's really going to be feeling it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that will
This
increase what could be a 3-game lead.
it should be.
All right, she's choosing to cut the 8 a hair so the cue ball naturally goes above the 9. Perfect. Perfect. All right. And Veronica will pull 2 within 3 if she pockets this 9 ball. As such,
I'm assuming Ozavila has a little bit of money on Veronica because I'm hearing some chants over there every time the 9 ball goes down.
uh,
Yeah, that was gotta make sure you hit that 8 ball there. Bringing the cue ball up table and force Veronica to play a tough safe on you. And even if she plays safe, when you kick at the 8, you have a chance of creating separation, maybe even making the ball, but that one's not going to do it there.
broke, made the wing ball, made another ball, almost made a third, but see how that one ball's in the same spot? So that's where you want to toy with the vertical axis on the cue ball and your spin.
Now, are you I've asked you this before, I think. Like I think personally, not on stream, but ideally, where are you leaving the 1 ball?
I make sure my one ball goes 3 rails. It goes long rail, short rail, long rail, and I'm shooting it up in the corner pocket where they've been
So
standing.
a little bit harder than that comes off of that short rail,
Yeah,
and you have a look at
my
it.
cue ball will hopscotch, and I will be shooting it to the correct side that I can stand and address it at. Ooh, she almost made the bank combo. All right. I actually like Leandrea soft banking this ball cross side with top going across it lightly and then shooting a 2-4. If I know her. All right, she didn't call it, so I don't know her. She was trying to play safe. And the one ball is high enough above the side pocket where it's not a give me. She tried to play good safe, a little bit of separation. I do like Leandrea to pocket this ball. Now, this is similar to what Justin said earlier. Just go up and down. Hit it, let it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Make the ball. The cue ball is going to come down here, touch the bottom between the 8, 9, and roll up to about mid table. Shoot the 2 ball in the other corner. Kind of like that. Oh, she got a little unfortunate bump in the 6, 9. Made the 8 ball tougher.
Yeah, everything's there outside of the 8. So let's see if she can make something of this rack, or maybe even play safe on the 8.
All right, so V's going to play the 2-4 combo. Now, you got to be careful because if she hits it with a little pace, the 4 ball is occupying all the pocket. She's either going to A, follow it in, B, hit it soft, hope to leave it there, or C, might hit it a little firm and the 2 ball leaves our left and stays on the short rail. She did hit it and
Oh,
pocketed a
she
little.
didn't want to make them both. Ob- Obviously, she didn't hit that. She didn't hit that ball hard enough for the 2 to follow. That was
Yeah,
impressive how full she hit that ball.
might have been a little WD-40 on it. You know what? I will commend her. She's really committed to like swinging through some balls now. She's got a little bit of a lead. She's really trying to just pocket them and believe in her stroke. So that's good. What a shot.
That's a Leo we're used to seeing.
Now I cut this ball on the side, send the cue ball into the 8, 9.
Yeah, I think that's what she's going to be looking at. It's hard, the straight in shot staring you right in the face, but yeah, to your Chuck. Good to see you, brother.
Have a good night, sir. Absolutely. So this one,
All
you
right,
should
here we
just
go.
commit to make an 8. Cue ball's going to go up table, so you can feel good about hitting a little juicy if you want.
Yeah, I don't mind a little bit of pace on this one coming around the table and getting on the 9, but gotta make sure that you make the 8. This is another one of those ones. You know, it's 8-5. You gotta keep it close, keep it within 2 games. So that's his big shot here for Leandrea.
I mean, you don't want to jack up with draw and shoot at Mach 2, but, center ball and closer to the 50 or 60% range of your swing speed is probably where you want to be.
Oh, she called the bank. I don't like this shot, Mitch.
Well, she's thinking it's going to be a 2-way. She's going to draw it, use the 9 ball as a blocker. She misses.
You know what? You're right. I don't hate it. Now that you say that, I don't hate it because if she banks short, she's gonna leave it tough. But Veronica's likely gonna leave her tucked on the 9 if she doesn't hit it great.
But that's the only reason why. Now it's natural to
Yep.
get position on the 9.
Tough shot. This is missable, but Veronica's been hitting these shots pretty good all day.
Uh-huh. Sound like a little rascal. It's that time. So remember when I was saying how she was staying down? She just jumped up a little bit. If you look at the timing and the transition as she did earlier. Now, judging from the computer screen, it looks like that 8 ball's high enough up off the rail. You just hit it with top and again go up and down.
Yeah, like the
Like where you don't have
confidence
to work.
stroke here.
It looks like he's hitting it with a little outside. Not the way I'd want to shoot that ball. And that reason right there too. Oof. Now, did she have a good shot on the 9? Yes, but she risked scratching, and the hair left deflected and hit the 8 thick.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
You'd much rather hit that with top or center, not put any left or right, so you don't have to compensate for deflection. And you're nervous. You can let your nerves go with the shot. It's like I say in class, find your flow and let it go.
now this should bring Veronica within 2, assuming she makes it, but
Make sure she stays down. See, small stroke, small stroke, and then follows. See how she stayed down? And
yeah,
the
that's a good
dividends speak
shot.
for itself. So again, there's different degrees of staying down. You want to make sure you stay down until that ball either breaks the plane of the pocket or they stop rolling.
Well, Leandrea's had her chances, but Veronica has definitely capitalized.
Ooh, we're at 77 viewers.
77, that's not bad.
So those of you who haven't heard the spiel, this is brought to you. Our primary sponsor is E3 with me, and that will include yours truly and my business partner, Cleveland Baylor. We decided to throw this shindig on thanks to their previous battle where they were hill hill. And just to explain a little bit about the E3 with me, that we will, our goal is to help educate, help you execute, and the end goal is achieving excellence. So educate, execute, excellence with your host, yours truly. And that's our overall goal. So what we're seeing here is that the winner will get $500, and the runner-up will get a 2-hour session with me, and we can kind of go over and talk about some things that they did, pros, cons, and things to expel on from there. Now there was a dry break. The 1 was pocketed, but the 2 ball was not. She spun that ball in. Now she's going to go for the bank, I'm assuming.
As a teacher,
Yes, sir.
looking at this match, as a teacher, do you have a few things in mind that you would immediately try to
Oh yeah, 100%.
capital on both sides? If
100%.
Veronica loses, if Leandrea loses, do you have a few things that you would already just immediately address? You've watched the whole match. You know their pros and their strengths and weaknesses.
Well, again, if you sit there and I talk to you all like, this is a doctor's class, right? And you're all the students. These are the cadavers we're working on. Obviously, they're living individuals. Don't twist my words. And, we'd be like, all right, so we're going to work on the higher end of the spectrum. You're going to hit a lot of balls firm. And then we will integrate making sure that they're comfortable hitting them firm, but you have to get uncomfortable to do that. So you get comfortable being uncomfortable. Then we integrate, do another coat of paint where we do about 15 minutes and we make sure you're accurate. Then we slowly add them together. And that's a lot of, the ceiling that you see with people is they learn about what they can and can't do. and then I slowly let them build their confidence up as they do a lot more reps. And if you wonder why they're not riding the cheese, they did say no early nines, hence why they're not blistering the 9 ball. Thank you. I did have a very Merry Christmas, and Roger, you're welcome for the commentary. We appreciate it. All right, I'm smoking this 3 ball in there like Snoop Dogg smoked that halftime show yesterday.
Yeah, she might have got a little love there. Might have blocked the 3. Veronica might have to jump, masse, or kick at this ball, but
I think she's just gonna commit to a little spinach. Little spinach.
little kick off the
Elevate.
rail with some left.
Hit it with enough speed. Make sure you get a good hit. She did.
No, she went right at
Right
it.
pocket, wrong ball. I've
3
done that
plays off
plenty.
the 5, right?
I don't think so because
Really?
I mean I say that now, but the spacing maybe. I just know that the 3 ball being behind it as much as it is, it's a little tougher. But I could be way wrong from my chair.
Yeah, it's tough to tell angles from here.
Okay, yeah.
She
Apparently it
hit
was
it
no
like it
hand.
had eyes.
All right, and that 5 ball wound up perfect. So you just shoot this 4 ball with top. 2 ball naturally gets above. 5 ball same pocket. 6 ball up table. 7-8 same pocket.
If I know anything about you, Mitch, you'd be salivating over a rack like this.
Yeah,
It looks pretty good.
that's the thing is you can't just because it looks good. Don't mean you take it for granted because that's when it will punish you. And that little 5 ball there will stay there going, haha, you missed me. All right. She tried to hold it with a little inside, hit it a little bit firm, and the deflection got her. So now she's going to slice this one in, let the cue ball go back and forth.
What's your preferred angle on the 7? Do you want to be on the rail or do you want to
I like drawing it back, so a little bit more
like
straight.
bull on the 7?
Yeah, because or even like where she's at now, even though it's distance, I like that because
Mhm.
now I can either go forward a hair and cheat the pocket, but knowing how tight this pocket, I'm just drawing it. That way I have the natural angle on the 8.
Yeah, 8 to the 9. Yeah, that's perfect. Well, if Leandrea wants to do some damage, she's gotta put on she's gotta gain a little momentum to say the least.
Well, again, right? You got confidence built from missing a couple of balls, and then that energy also gets sucked out of you. So a lot of it's just, you got to keep your nose to the grind. You can't say it's over just because you're down.
Yep.
So it's just, you got to think about how you talk to yourself. Like I said, I try not to give up a whole lot, and if I do, it's I'm joking because I'm letting that nervous energy out of the embarrassment of how something trivial, or minute I might have done, and then I sit there and laugh about it, and then I get back to work, because it's like same thing as like hitting a really great shot and then hitting a really bad shot. You got to be able to forget it because there's more balls to make.
Yep. Yep.
So the more you dwell, the
Was there
pain will swell.
was was there a revelation for you, or did it just take years of self-discipline where you were like, you know what, I am a much better loser now. Like if you lose 9-0 against somebody that
Oh, I always learn how to lose.
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it took me a long time, and I still have lash outs every once in a while. And for us recreational pool players that expect more than all pool players think they're better than they are, myself included. It seems like it, but almost everybody thinks they're better than they are. And when we lose, expectations are a killer. So it's like when we lose, some of us lash out, some of us don't. I'm unfortunately I grew up extremely competitive and I hate it. I love it and I hate it. It's the
So
best thing that ever happened to me, but it's frustrating. But
I'll
was
tell
there
you, there's a
something?
guy that gave me the most rides to Main Street Billiards in Mesa when I was a teenager. My boy Nate Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we still hang out. He's still one of my students to this day. Uh, we were both sevens, and I was 14 and 15 because I was an in-house eight at River City, but I was a seven everywhere else. So I get used to going to like 5 games in a -3 format and an
Yeah.
old Arizona rating.
Yeah.
So, and then on the ratings book, I was a seven. So I got used to like going to five, and I'm like, oh, I get to go to four now.
Mm-hmm.
So Main Street had a seven and under on Mondays, an eight and under on Tuesdays, seven and under again on Wednesdays, a nine and under on Thursdays, and then Fridays and Saturdays were ring games. And I used to go win at least one tournament and get in the finals of another one every week.
No
And
kidding.
that was like me making money as a teenager. I was like, ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
And, I had a couple of school teachers thinking I was a drug dealer at school. So it was hilarious when you come in with a couple hundred cash 20
Oh
something
yeah.
years ago
Oh yeah.
and you smell like smoke because your cue had an Irish linen wrap and you were in a pool room before they allowed,
Yeah.
didn't allow smoke. Smelled like an ashtray and I smell like, a thing of cigarettes. So it was hilarious. And yeah, so like I I got my teeth kicked in way more often than not. But like we used to do full race ring games where you get 5, 6 handed, everybody puts in $20. Well, that's like a 6-person tournament. All you gotta do is win a race to five. It's all offense. Everybody goes to the same number. I gotta put up $20 to win 5 or 6 to 1. I would love that every day. That was a great shot. She got
Cue
down. She
balls and
committed, and then look,
oh no, it's
she's
good.
a little behind, but I still
Yeah.
like her to make it. She's
She's
got the
favorite.
lead. She's got the momentum. She's going to take her time and she's going to deliver.
Tell you what, with warning cloth, I give her a 50-50. Here, I give her a 65, 70, maybe even 80%.
Oh, she's cueing it low. You got to be careful because it'll twist and overcut the nine.
Great shot.
Yep, good shot. She is on the hill for the thrill.
Yep, that's gonna put her there. Leo's got her work cut out for her. Veronica,
Leandrea.
Leandrea.
Yeah.
No, oh, I've called her Leo forever. I know.
No,
You know
along
what's
with that.
funny is I called her Leo in front of somebody the other day. I'd known her for like 20 years, and I'm like, "Why are you calling her Leo?" And I'm like, "I don't know. That's what I called her for the last 7, 8 years. I didn't even know her name was Leandra."
She was one of the ones I went from calling her Leo myself to Leandrea because I wanted to show the respect that I took the time to learn her name
Yeah.
correctly. All right. Veronica is on the hill. Broke. Kind of rushed it. Didn't make the wing ball. But that'll be the last time she breaks this set unless Leo wins the next 6 in a row or 5 in a row.
Yeah. Well, even then, I mean, Leo would be breaking on hill. Yeah, that's the last time she
Well, they're going
breaks,
to win
right?
by two.
Oh,
So
yeah,
if
yeah.
she
You're
didn't win
right.
a game,
You're
it'd be
right.
a jockey for position. But again, thank you all for tuning in on your Friday night. We greatly appreciate it and
80
happy
viewers.
to bring you some entertainment. Oh, what a bank.
Spanking them well. Oh my gosh. Do you think a little bit of this is kind of that freewheeling thing, being down 5 games and you that back arms loose a little
Uh,
bit, you're a little bit more aggressive.
Possible.
Pressure's
Possible.
yeah. Not saying the pressure's off, but you definitely feel, a little bit more comfortable.
And a good hit. And Veronica's going to be straight in. She's going to have to draw it back a little bit unless she really likes running forward. When you come back a foot or go forward 5. See how far she's coming down to see how she wants to roll forwards, or cue ball has to move exponentially further, or she can go back a foot and
Yeah,
roll the long
when
rail
you
first.
mentioned going back a foot, that is a much more easier shot to execute. It's a much more higher percentage. You don't risk having that 6 or 9 ball get in your way.
Or the seven.
Yeah, or the 7. I like drawing it back a little bit. Just ooh.
So that one, see how quick her exchange was? She jerked as she went through it faster. So
Yeah, the
that's,
transition is much quicker on her
well,
draw strokes.
there's an after shot routine. People are nervous. They have to get out of the way. So there's a certain way where you can like go through the ball and you almost move your cue to the side and it will, but it doesn't look terrible like your stroke has Tourette's. Like,
Mm-hmm.
get up. So you have to like get comfortable with that exchange so you can move your hand out of the way when it's close to its work like that so you don't commit a foul. And again, just can't say thank you enough for everyone to tuning in. We greatly appreciate you guys are rather consistent for those of you who are tuning in, so it's greatly appreciated and not overlooked.
Yeah, I can't thank you enough for putting it on, Mitch. Thank you so
No,
much.
thank you
This is
for having me.
awesome. Thank you to Mitch and Cleveland sponsoring the money to get this done. Thank you to Joe Nacita
Joe
and Jimmy
Nacita,
Thompson
Jimmy
for
Thompson
adding an
for
extra
adding a little
200.
dough.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you guys made this happen. So cool. Two of
Well,
the top
thank
females
you.
out here
Thank
went Hill Hill.
Tim reached out to them. They both said yes, no problem. So it's not easy getting up here on camera and displaying your skill set, no matter what level. So it's greatly appreciated, and I'm sure they're happy to have had a rematch. What a good shot! Overcooked it a little, so now the 7 ball's in the way. She might have to go to the right long rail and kick between the 9-6. Oh, she's looking at going all the way up table. Nope, that's the right way because now if you pocket it, your cue ball is running towards the 5 ball. She's looking like she can go to the
Yeah, I
short
like that.
rail.
You trying to kick the bottom rail a little bit before the 4?
Yeah, I thought the 7
Oh,
ball was more in the way, but it looks like she can hit it the way she's looking at it. Yeah, see, I thought it was
oh,
tough
I
to
thought
get
you were
to.
talking about kicking. So no,
Yeah, I
that
was
was a tough
talking
spot.
going that
Yeah,
way.
yeah, that's what I thought too. I'm like, you like that, you like that way because if she kicks rail first, it's
Mm-hmm.
coming up
And it
towards the
becomes a
5,
little.
or even if you just hit the 4 full, it's still not a bad look. Let's see if Leandrea can make the best of it. Coming with a ridiculous stroke here if it's me. Bottom left. Oh wow. I was about to say to the left rail, bottom of the side pocket on the right rail, and then coming back out for the 6.
That's the
She settled
table
on that.
position.
Oh yeah.
Look how good she hit that.
Oh,
Back up.
unrewarded. She's gonna need to roll out of this kick shot. Well, can she see some of the 7?
She's
And is it
feeling it.
worth it?
She's gonna shoot and
Nah, I
all her
think she's
shit.
kicking that.
She called it up table.
She's gonna need to roll out of this to stay alive. Can't leave it in front of a hole.
Oh, so now Veronica can roll with top right and stay away from the 9 ball and land and shoot the 8 ball in the top left corner.
Mm.
Some people like sliding over with low right, but that makes the 9 ball a big ball. So that way she traveled much better, but don't land on the rail. Now she can only go
Yeah.
forward. So she's straight in, is my guess. And she's going to
Straight would
roll forward and have
straight
to
would kind of
shoot
stuck here.
down here. Oh, she's.
Oh, my bad. Straight would suck.
Oh, no, she's straight in.
She is. Notice the hesitation to stand back up. That means she's straight.
She's looking at pumping this ball. So again, when you accelerate from an elevated position or an elevated position in general, you decrease your chances of making the ball. And that's everyone. That's not just these two. That's yours truly and everyone.
How are
So
you?
you got to work on your fundamentals.
How are you trying to lock up on this 9? 2 rails into the 9? Or are you just going one rail? Or are you?
I'm probably hitting the top left to make sure I get to the second rail. That way, if I under hit the 8, the 9 ball becomes a little bit of a bigger ball.
So 2 rails, top left, into the 9.
And I'm making sure the 8 breaks the plane of the side pocket. She
hit it well.
Hit it much better than I would.
Oh,
I give credit where credit's due.
yeah. You know what? It's a tough shot either way.
She said, 2 rails. Who needs no stinking 2 rails?
Yeah. Who needs that second rail? Veronica's got a little bit of a. Veronica's got a little bit of work to kick at this 8 ball here, Mitch.
I still think she's gonna hit it. I just
I think she's 50-50, 40-60, 50-50.
Picking to the long rail on the left before the side pocket with top left.
Yep.
Ginning that 8 right in the side. But again, I never miss a ball from this seat, so don't
No,
mind me.
no,
folks.
that's what's great over here. That's why I stopped getting better. I started paying over here. It didn't pay on the table.
Oh, she's going for a little Z bankage. Oh. You know, I hope she drills it just to see the look on her face. That's what I want to see. A great shot. Be like, oh, I made it. She made contact. Ooh,
Oh.
Now, mind you, they're
marking it. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm not going to mark it.
There was an 8 ball with ball in hand missed. So, I mean, if you took away 2 games and added them to Leandrea, that would be 8-7. So, I mean, we really should have had a close cut. But, you know, the conversion, right?
Yep.
So.
Well, Leandrea's got a long way to go, but converting these 2 balls will put her 1 game closer, make it 10-6. Race to 11, win by 2. No early 9 balls. Playing 9 ball, 10 ball rules. Call everything. Yep, that'll do it. You know, 3 foul doesn't come up very often, but there is 3 foul, but it doesn't come up very often. Seen a few efforts at it, specifically from Leandrea.
Well, I think she got to 2 and then decided not to. Broke, made the wing ball. The 1 ball hit the point on the side pocket. So now she, I don't think the 1 ball goes by the 8. So she
I don't think so either.
Play the 1 ball to the bottom rail.
Speaking of 3 foul.
Ooh.
Well, not this time.
Now Veronica has an open look at the 1 on the side between the 6-7. In the left side pocket, and she can hit it soft and float up. But Justin and I know how we like about hitting them soft, so we'd rather touch and run.
$87 viewers, Mitch. That's not bad. Draw a crowd, bro.
Oh, that's all you, buddy. Or
no,
ladies. It's definitely not me. Oh, she hit it.
Yeah, keep on scratching.
All right, so now she's got ball in hand, the 2-4 up table next door to each other.
Yeah, just looking at the
Five
5 to the 6.
occupied a little bit by the 8, but if she rolls to like where her bridge hand is going to be, about the first diamond. So maybe back a hand length from where she's at now
Yeah,
when she shoots the
just
4.
beyond the middle of the table, I'm sure.
Well, it's easier because you can slow roll the 5 with a hair right. So if you look at the 5, since we're down here sitting,
Yep.
you folks on the computer screen, you see how it's on
Oh,
one
she's
and a
trying to
half
put
and
her on
1.
2 right here, Mitch.
Oh, so change of pace.
It's important to make sure the 2 is next to something else that you can play safe on. Trying to get a cheap, quick win.
Pretty good.
It's not bad. She can't. Well, yeah, she can't one rail it off the long rail. Do you like 3 rails at this? Maybe she can go this way.
So again, this is
Looks like the 4's in the way, but looks like she can. She's playing a little masse, with some left. She might be able to clip it.
I got to start drinking. I thought that shit was way out of touch. Good shot, Veronica.
Yeah, sure was.
And then she got fortunate with the 7.
You know what? Leandrea played a pretty good shot there, and Veronica came with almost arguably a better shot to hit that too.
And again, please, folks, feel free if you have any questions or anything instructional wise, playing. If you want to hear more about the E3 with me experience and our goals that were set out, please feel free to reach out to myself or Cleveland Baylor, and we'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. If you want us to expel a little bit on or more in depth of what we're trying to achieve, we'd be happy to talk to any of you, all of you. So again, if we are at your beck and call in that aspect. So if we can help, by all means, reach out.
I love that Cleveland's part of your team, man. He's incredible.
He is
nicest guy in pool.
Absolutely.
I was playing a tournament over at I think it was 2 Christmases ago. Yeah, sure was. I think she's gonna get a full hide behind the 7. But I was playing in a tournament over at Metro, I think 2 Christmases ago. And then the bartender or server or whatever came over and was like, hey, we had a gentleman come over and say everybody's got a free drink for Christmas. I'm like, who in the world would do that? And they're like, oh, that's Cleveland. Oh my gosh. Nicest guy ever.
Kick, hit, and stick. So now she's going to go ahead and kick this firm. Everything's going to be broke up, but she needs the cue ball, a little separation. Got it. The 7
yeah, she got some love with the 7. I don't think Veronica can see a right edge of this 2. Veronica's going to have to. Are you 2 rail kicking at the 2?
2 rail probably makes it a little bit easier, but 1 rail is just as effective. It's whatever you can reach. Me being a lefty, see right there, that's
gosh.
So I'd rather go.
Forget you're a lefty.
Good hit. Oh, and a little love.
Yeah,
Nothing
a lot of love.
And that's what I was told a long time ago. That's called getting rewarded for a good hit.
Yeah, why not?
But no, she's doing very well. She's on the hill. She's just taking her time, making sure it makes sense to her.
Yeah, she's got the old kicking system in effect. There's enough separation between the cue ball and the 4 ball. She can 1 rail at this 2.
If I had to guess, she was going to go rail. Yep. And again, just taking a look around before we, might chop up shop here. This place is packed. They got 8 brand new diamonds, or excuse me, new to the facility diamonds. And if you guys are bored, want to come out and hit some, Justin and I'll play you some scotch.
Oh, hey,
Or
say less.
uh,
Welcoming all 400 owners.
but most of all, thank you again for tuning in. We appreciate it. Thank you for letting Cleveland and I have a little bit of a platform to, reach out to the pool community.
85 viewers for YouTube specifically. Like when Facebook was always like 75-25.
Yeah, what a great hit.
Oh, that was a good shot. Facebook was always 75-25. The fact that we've transitioned all to YouTube and having 90 active viewers right now. That's incredible, dude. That's active. When you go back and look at it, there's thousands that I don't know how they calibrate it or they work it or whatever else, but um, it's definitely thousands after every single view. After every single match. Early on, we're at 6,500 viewers. If we had 50 active throughout the night, 60 active, 70 active, this is definitely going to be one of the bigger ones. Outside of the one we did with Savannah and Savannah Easton, Keegan Bradley, me and Peter did that out, and gosh, there's 800 active viewers. I didn't know what to do with myself. No early nines, like Mitch said. Likely see her try and run these out or force another foul.
So she could go 2 on the side. She's looking at how she could come back 4 ball, moving the cue ball hair back to shoot the 5 on the side to roll forward for the 6. Because yeah, then she's probably the favorite to get out.
Balls are there, Mitch.
All right, so now she might opt to play this in the corner to draw the cue ball easier. Again,
Yeah.
people talk themselves out of it, but it's actually probably an easier shot.
You know what's funny is I may have even taken the ball on the side on older cloth, but being newer cloth, knowing you can use the side rail a little bit, I'm definitely going down in the corner here.
All right. So that one, I'm curious to if she wanted to shoot the 5 in the corner of the side. But this works out well because it's easy for the cue ball to go with the energy of the 5 ball and roll forward. So you don't have to put left, right. You just have to control the tip on the vertical axis. So you hit it above center and it just rolls forward like that. But she, missed it a hair. Now Leandrea's got position. 5 balls. And just out of curiosity, so I don't leave Justin and Tim hanging, is there any Friday night fights you guys would be inquiring about wanting to see? We already had one person suggest one pocket. Or there's something other people might be pondering or wanting to take a look at?
Well, I will say this: me and Fernando got something in the works.
Oh,
I told him we'll do something after Christmas. I'm not sure if I sent the message, but we were back and forth. Definitely gonna try and do something after Christmas. We were supposed to match up a couple times, but a few different scenarios, all on myself.
no, I get it.
Lost my cue, whatever else, but that's coming soon. Better question for Tim. He's definitely got a few coming up. As far as what I know, I'm not sure. Definitely getting a few text messages coming in.
Well, I just figured to ask the audience because they're the ones in attendance, so I get their input. Ooh, so
This could be
Veronica's got
it,
a
Tim.
chance to pull
Or
it
not Tim. Mitch. He's sitting next to Tim. This could be it.
up. I want to see that bad mother flower Nate play again too.
Coming out to the center of the table here, Mitch.
Yeah, but I'm using a hair right. She used center ball, so she's on that side of the eight. Again, lefty.
Kind of interesting. I really like the center of the table. I want to get a. I want to
That's
get
why
on the
when I hit
other
it with
side
the
of the
long
eight.
right. So
Pick your
now
corner,
she's
but I.
gonna hit this ball with probably 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock. And she's gonna go 2 rails, but she might come into the bottom of the nine. If she hits up above the middle diamond where she's looking, then she's gonna land perfect.
Gosh.
Because Corona was trying to get into the conversation,
Yeah.
folks. Sorry about
Apparently.
that. All right, she's queuing it high, so she's got to be worried. Possibly not thin cut it and scratch. So she would have manufactured a shot on the nine, but Leandrea's got to bear down and drill a bank or leave a good safe.
Yeah, Leandrews in survival mode. This kind of taps into what I was saying earlier. You know, your opponent's on the hill. Do you play this different than what you would generally do in the first game? Not a bad shot. That's what. That's what.
That's what we saw earlier in about rack seven.
Yeah, Veronica's been doing that to Leo or Leandra the entire match. But I think, gosh, I almost like just spending this eight, coming 2 rails under the nine.
She went for it. And
Yeah, you can afford that opportunity when
this
you're up
looks
as much as
this looks
Veronica
vaguely
is.
familiar. Like we might not have seen it too long ago.
Thanks, baby.
Mr. Ford, thank you. It's a pleasure to provide the entertainment.
I'll tell you what, Mitch. Leandra's in a disadvantageous situation.
Oh, she left it by the side.
Yeah.
All right, this is not looking good. She can slow roll down for position on the nine.
Yeah.
Too straight. She's got to add a little more speed to get the cue ball down.
Yeah, I was about to say Veronica looks pretty natural to get down from the nine, even if it is straight. Just roll it, make the nine.
She heard you, but see, so that's the
Oh
thing is
my.
where that contact point looks a little bit different, and you're like, so.
Yeah, it wasn't the easiest shot being kind of
Well, if you're
cupped
straight,
in the
you're
corner
thinking
there.
shenanigans. I need to manipulate the cue ball down there. So then you end up sabotaging the shot. I would never be
I would
comfortable with the ball
I
that low.
I wouldn't either, bitch. I was punching it to the other side every day of the week and
All right.
twice on Sunday.
So go ahead,
However,
seven.
like they say, it ain't wrong if she gets out. Whew.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm serious. There's still a good. Let's see. There's
What a
a
good match to
dozen there.
sponsor here, Mitch. I mean, Leandra's coming back. She's
Didn't know
got a
it
little
catch
bit of
so many
momentum.
people. That's good.
I'll be right back, bro.
All right. Go for me too. All right, so if I had to guess, she's going to break, make the six. Okay, did she get a shot? Oh, she snapped the nine, but it's not going to count. The one ball is in a position to where she can pocket it, and she's gonna have to spot the nine. It's gonna cover the deuce a little bit, but you want to hit this ball with top and come down that tangent line and land close to the three ball. Oh yeah, see the five ball's blocking the deuce. I mean, at this point, yeah, just pocket it, run down table. You might hit it soft, get position on the 2-5, but I like the speed that she hit it at. Get up. All right, so now she's going to play either a carom or a combo on the 5. She called it. Now, what's she going to do? She's looking at the carom, and the 2 ball will stay there because it will be stopped by the 9 ball, depending on how thick she hits the 2 ball. So energy will go into the 9 ball, and the leftover energy that goes into the cue ball will pocket the 5 ball. So kind of like I said, the
Nice.
9 ball stopped the deuce from rolling anywhere, and the cue ball was the one pocketing the 5 ball. So now she's going to roll forward. Oh, she did not pocket the deuce. The 2 ball is pocketable. Nope, she's going to play safe behind the 8.
Yeah, even if it was pocketable, this is pretty straightforward safe for Veronica. She's gonna lock this thing up on the 8, ideally. That's about as good as you can hit it.
She's looking if she can squeeze back there somehow.
Yeah, there's nothing there. She's peeking at it, but there's, in my opinion, there's nothing there. She's got to come 2 rails our way towards the camera. Is there room over there, Mitch? You got a better look than I do.
I don't even want to think that it goes.
I don't think she can compress the rail enough to get by that 8.
I'm guessing.
I think she's skimming the 8 on the way out.
Unless that cue ball drank some Slim Fast, I do not like it.
Yeah, skim the 8. Good news for Leandrea is it's not the most routine or easiest out with the 4 ball next to the 9 where it is. Does the 4 go on the side?
I'm guessing side pocket, no. Corner pocket, yes.
Yeah, corner for sure. Oh, Sherman's in the chat. That's awesome, man. How you doing, Sherm?
Oh, what up, Big Sherman?
You ever shook that guy's hand? It hurts.
Yes.
It almost hurts.
I don't know whether sometimes he'll give my hand back or not. I think
true.
that is determined whether I'm playing him that evening.
Yeah.
And he's nice enough to say, "All right, here you go, fella."
I tell him all the time. I'm like, dude, I feel a little bit more safer whenever you walk into the bar because
he's a guy that same way. He's always grinning. He's winning. He's always having a good time.
He's an absolute tank, dude. Gosh, they might. Too bad Chuck left. They might have him watch it if they try on the. If Veronica tries on the side, I don't think she will. No, yeah.
Pair of eyes. Who's had the most to drink? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
You want me to get up and watch it? There you go, Manny.
Yeah,
Make yourself useful. I guess I got to be somewhat polite.
Yeah. Manny ain't any good.
He ain't joking around. He's saying, I'm just going to video it. Yeah, this is not going to be a good hit if I had to guess. But again,
if she makes it. Or, well, I don't think she.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow. She hit it good. I think that was good.
Folks, that's proof right there. I need my eyes checked.
Oh my god, that four didn't look like it went
I
inside at all.
I am now 39 and not doing fine.
Oh my god. Stop it.
I would have thought never that ball went inside.
Tell you what, if Veronica makes a seven, maybe a touch inside.
Just pass it. Go ahead,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah. Leandra's gotta keep putting pressure on her. Veronica could have ended it right there. A little touch of inside, coming back and forth, making the eight, making the nine. I think she shot the right shot. But that being said, being up as much as you are, do you go for it? I know you do,
I
but
would rather go down swinging, but that is
yeah,
my own 2 cents.
you also make everything you look at, so it's a tough conversation.
The 7 ball. Shape on the 8 is natural.
Yeah, it
She's
is.
going to hit it
This
behind
could
the
be
neck.
it.
She's going to float it in. I don't see her banking it up table to play safe.
And what
I've been wrong before.
what Leandra did well was at least leave her distance and leave her tough. That being said, this is a shot to get it done for Veronica. This is the only shot in this rack. You get decent on this eight, it's over.
How good did she hit it?
Now that's a little tough on the eight.
But you know what? When you just cinch that ball, you're ready. You're at the finish
Yeah.
line. She's gonna cut this.
Slick cloth. Even if you touch the rail a little bit coming in, you're fine. You come back and forth for the nine. What are you doing? High ball, touch inside, maybe. Yep, like that. Now that'll do. Oh, maybe not. Mitch, we got a match.
Being an arse or anything, but pay attention to their practice strokes as they transition through the ball aggressive.
Man, that looked like she hit it well, but
Yeah, but she
yes,
went very still, and then firm, and that's when you can put too much left. So that little bit she was wanting turned into too much, or not enough because the cue ball went straight back and forth. So that's why queuing.
I like this really thin with maybe a touch of right. Yeah, she hit it perfect.
Well,
I
she got
hope I hope you didn't pack up your bags there, Mitch, because we got a game.
We got 10-8.
There it is.
A little 10-8 action. Maybe like a $250 a head scotch game would be cool. Or even do like a five-handed ring game like back in the day where everybody puts up 100. You get 6 people or something. So the winner gets a nickel. You get all similar like 600s. You're close to that category, right? Six something, right?
635, yeah.
So we get like 5 or 6 of you, and you all put up 100 or a buck 25, and then you win 500. That'd be a little fun, right?
No,
Everybody
that sounds
goes to 9, all offense.
It sounds fun.
No playing safe. Jump cues are welcome, and you can pack everything but your lunch.
That sounds fun.
But that way you're all getting odds on the money. All right.
I'm not.
Made the wing ball, which was the Ocho. She's got position.
She break from the side rail. I looked away for a second.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
No 2 balls touching.
Well, tell you what, Leandra ain't going out without a fight.
Touch, a little bit too firm on the cue ball. She's gonna thin it and come down, get safe behind the 4-7.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Real thin on the two.
That's all right. She likes the separation. And this is what's refreshing, folks, is they are fighting for every inch. They're just putting it out of play, leaving distance, baiting the other one to shoot it. Like it's fun to see the exchange. Oh,
That's
a little weak. So now 2 balls straight in for Leandrea. Maybe a small cut, and that does have an impact on the cue ball, but she's going to slow roll it.
you know what? We haven't seen it this match, but just the way these balls lay, Flanger plays really well. All these balls lay for a decent run out.
Well, I think she's
Like
going to
if I was playing you, I would just rake them.
doing it with a little right, but not low. All right. So now she's going to play safe behind the 9.
Yeah, looks like she's got the perfect angle to do it.
That is correct, Sherman. Party ain't over. That was a little forced, sold out.
Oh
All right,
man,
so
there it is.
4 ball there, 5 ball, 6 ball, stop shot, 7 ball. And she might actually draw the 6 ball little to get above the 7, so the cue ball rolls down towards the 9.
Yeah, just gotta execute from here. Only person that can hurt Veronica is Veronica. Inside or outside here, Mitch? I like inside. Yep.
She decided to
That's interesting. I like.
so cue ball got a little bit further because she was swinging it a little firmer.
Yeah, like what you said. Top left, come around, middle of the table, or at least on the side rail. Shoot a straight in 6. Yeah, that's what hurt her.
That's setting the best for Leandrea to make it get shape on the 7.
No, and Leandra is playing a little bit tight too. I wouldn't be surprised to see her just kind of clip the 6,
Leave it
put the
on
6 on the second diamond, and put the cue ball up 2 rails. She tried that way, and it's somewhat effective, but I
well,
think,
the 7 ball is blocking the cross side.
yeah, Veronica can see a full 6 ball here, though. Veronica can do some damage if she hits a good shot.
That was good speed, but I think Leandrea can see it. She's going to probably bank this ball cross corner.
I'm looking
The way
down the
she did
barrel.
last time.
She can see a full 6, but she can't see the right side of the 6 to shoot in the corner, which I don't think she will. Is she going in the side? Gotta hit it ultra thin here, Mitch. Big reward if you do make it, but high risk.
Yeah. I think she left her.
She getting some love.
Looks like it.
I
So now we
think
might have
what
a cross corner.
think what if Leandra gets 10-9? We got a ball game, Mitch. You know, it kind of looked like the whole Veronica show thus far, but if Leandra could find her way into this game right here, it's a 1-game deficit, and then Hill flip a coin. They've already gone Hill once.
Oh, what a shot. She could get to the correct time. I think we both need our eyes checked.
No kidding. Well, with that shot right there, Veronica should be out.
All right, she's 2 and high, so she's going to roll forward. Might have
Is she really? Like punching it to the side rail, or at least just. That was really interesting there, Mitch.
still on it. I think she's going to slow roll this in the side.
Yeah, looks pretty straightforward. Maybe a little bit of a cut. Definitely a little bit of a cut. Missable, but I definitely think Veronica is favored to make this one.
Well,
No doubt.
she hit one into the point early, so if she does that, I think it's the kind of getting to her, believe it or not, because it's sliding. But I think I'm with you in the assessment.
Yeah, yeah, I'd say so myself. Anyways, slime ball goes down. Congratulations, Veronica. Yes, that'll
Good
do it.
shoot, lady. Good shoot. Thank
Veronica,
you.
take. Yes. Thank you, Mitch, for hanging out. Thank you for great commentary. Gosh, I learned so much from you every single time. Veronica taking it down 11-8 on this Friday night fights. It went hill last time. I think it was a race to 21 last time. Am I correct in that? Or 17?
15 or something, yeah.
Yeah, whatever it was hill.
But either way, thank you folks very much, and have a safe and happy new year.
Yes. Thanks again, everyone. Thank you to our sponsors, Mitch Ellerman,
Cleveland
Baylor, Joe Nacita, Jimmy Thompson. Yeah. And then, as always, Mike Lynn with Realty One and John Sanchez. Can't forget any of those guys. Thanks again. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, maybe
East
Sunday.
West.
Oh yeah, East versus West is going on. Anyways, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all. Thank you to Bullshooters. Thank you to Mitch. That's awesome. I'm super excited that you guys put this on. 1100 and under over here at Bullshooters. Tim's running it. I will be here. I don't think it's going to be streamed. That being said, maybe Sunday we have something going on. We will see you at the next one.
Good night.